What's happening, family? This is another episode of the Rec League. I'm here with a couple of my guys. My man Dom, Mr. Ambiguous himself. Got my head, Mr. West, know his shit. And of course, my swaggy white boy, Mr. Zen. Got F Dot coming too. And my guy Gobi. Fellas, how y'all feeling today, man?
So I'm chilling.
Everything is everything, man. I'm kind of down. My dog JB went out like that, but it's all right. We'll get to it.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with
It's still
Doc.
black.
Yeah, it's still black. I don't know what's going on with your screen, Slim.
I don't know what's going on my screen. It shows that
Hey,
this shit's on and good. I don't
Like
know.
when you hit your like when you literally like go take your screen off, we can see your picture. So like you there, but then when you actually show yourself, I don't see you. And can't nobody else see him neither, right? Oh yeah, there you go, there you go,
there
there
you
you
go.
go.
Are we
Don't
good?
thank nothing.
All right, here we good. Go ahead and finish your shit, man. I know Jokic out, JB out, man. I know you're going through it, West, man. Talk to us, man.
Oh my.
I mean, nah, that was it, man. Like, it's unfortunate, and then I gotta argue with idiots about on off splits and how well a player plays or how good a player is based off of what his team does versus bench units when he's not in the game. It's the silliest shit in the world, but we'll get to it. We'll unpack everything. How you fellas doing?
Good, man.
My dog Gold, how you feeling, baby?
I'm shocked, but as the president of the Paul George fan club, we up. I can't lie, we up. You didn't know that?
How are you the president?
Yeah, because
I
I'm
ain't gonna
always
lie
the
to you.
No.
Hey,
I never switched up on the brother. Never.
you, you,
Check my
you,
tweet.
you shouldn't have been that shocked because once I seen Jaden Tatum on the bench, I hopped in that motherfucking money line like a bus to Titty Land, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, Slim. Like a free bus ride to Titty Land, nigga. JT sitting down a W. Let's get straight into it, man. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the Boston Celtics game 7 at Day House. By almost 10, or if I'm not mistaken, by double digits. Joel Embiid, man. Come on, man. 34 and 12, if I'm not mistaken, um six assists. Man, this nigga had a game, man. He had a game. My guy Max, he had a hell of a game too. He went, let me see, let me check these numbers, man. Maxi went
30
20, I mean
points.
30, 11, and 7.
Please
So
don't
you
skip
had
over.
34, 12, and
Please don't
6.
skip over VJ. Please don't skip over VJ.
And then we gonna get to him 30, 11, and 7. And then the rookie, man. I spoke about it in the chat. He might have should have got more rookie of the year consideration, dog. 23.6 rebounds, 4 assists, man. Some big shots. And then, man, although he only had 13 points, the stat sheet don't show enough, man, about Paul George, man. Big clutch buckets, clutch defense, man. Didn't put a lot of points up, but did so much on the other end in totality of the basketball game. Hey, man, listen, Maxie and the B look like fucking AI and Shaq, man. Ain't gonna lie to you, Slim. Gonna lie to you, Slim. It was a natural situation, man. Is anybody else shocked that they came back and beat them, especially with Joel Embiid coming back in this series?
Um,
Yeah.
me, I mean, yeah, I'm shocked. I can't even lie to you. I'm shocked as hell because I was like, yeah, this is over. Whatever. The Sixers, they don't seem like a team to make it. But then I had to remember, and something I talked about the Boston Celtics and their offense, man. Uh, like people, and don't get me wrong, Joe Mazzulla deserves a lot of credit what he did during the regular season. But his offense, man, when that three ball is not falling, they cannot generate any other shots. That's been a constant theme for basically his entire tenure as a head coach. Even in their finals run, their offense struggled during the playoffs. And it seemed like a constant theme, bro. I don't like it. And so we should have seen that coming. We should have seen once they went cold, they had no chance of winning because that's what it seems like. And Derek White, I can't lie. I knew he was a double agent to start the series, but I did not expect it to affect him that much. Let's just say that, bro. Like he's with us. He's with us.
So Bells, you said that is that analytic hoops? Some of the theories?
I don't even. I think.
Basketball. They pull out their TI-83s every time they get on the court. They keep losing that shit, man. I know they got a finals run out of it. Shout out to them winning the chip, but since then it seems like that style of offense just isn't conducive to winning. And when they're not hitting shots, you see them fold leads. 3-1 lead, losing that is crazy.
A 20-point lead to the box to the they blew like multiple 20-point leads to the Knicks last year. Um, it's just a constant theme. And honestly, I don't even think that's just straight up basketball because people talk about it like that. A part of analytics is finding the best shot for your team and your players, right? They don't even score in the paint. For the last 2-3 seasons, they've been at the bottom of the league in paint points. You know, that is the best shot in basketball, according to analytics. And they're not even following that. They're just 3-point maxing. And I hate that offense. I really do. Like, it lacks versatility. And when things bog down, when things get tight, they'll only have one guy who can really do anything inside the arc, maybe two with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Besides those two, it's just everybody just chucking, you know? And we see Derek White, like when his 3-ball isn't falling, bro, like the offense looks disgusting. It looks nasty.
It's the biggest thing, though, is for the last couple of years.
I'm nothing.
They were able to
talk to me. Everybody else talk to me, man. Dom's in. Y'all surprised?
No. My thing is that they were able to disguise a lot of their issues because they had one of the best defenses in the league. Shout out to Drew being a big part of that. Even Derek White and, of course, Jason Tatum and Brown. They had one of the best defensive cores in the league before OKC showed their heads. And that was why they could win so many games, even through the shooting slumps and through the shooting variance that will wax and wane, like the moon does. Because they could hold you to so little points. So even if we're not shooting well, we'll eventually get it back. We'll hold you to 102. Well, eventually we're going to get that 112, whether it's by the three or by the layup. And the thing is, they don't have Jason Tatum. And Jason Tatum is their best playmaker, and it's not close. Without him being on the court, they're not going to be able to generate as many easy looks. He's the best person at creating rim pressure besides maybe like Peyton Pritchard. And even Peyton Pritchard, he has to get underneath the basket and come back around because of his lack of size. He's not going to finish over the top.
They had a chance in this game, though, Zen. Like, they had a chance in this game, though.
I said it earlier to you. You know, I said it off stream, and they don't deserve any excuses because they had a chance to scheme something up. They had a chance to do something different. And I'm seeing Sam Hauser motion threes from the right wing. I'm sorry, you got to do something different. Like they routinely shoot over 40 threes per game, which the reason why they do that is because they don't care about the percentage as much as they care about the volume. Because even if their percentage is lower, if the volume is higher, it'll even out. And I get it. You do got to get the shots up, but it's bad process, and it showed its ugly head again.
Talk to me, Dom.
I mean, I feel like everybody pretty much said my same sentiment. I'm not a fan of the offense as far as like just jacking up threes consistently, especially when you see that last year you blew two 20-point leads doing that same shit. So I feel like coaches got to start being able to deviate. And then also, I guess the personnel is kind of hard to deviate because you can't really ask Sam Hauser to get rim pressure. Jordan Walsh, certain guys, you can't ask them to get rim pressure. So maybe it is a little bit more difficult than I'm thinking it is. But yeah, bro, I share the same sentiment as what Govell said and what Russ said as well.
Here's my problem. Literally, this is my biggest problem. With 5 minutes left, Jaylen Brown he's going on a tear. He's starting to take over the game. He gives you mid-range and one on Paul George. They go down by one. Then again comes back, gives you another jump shot, 12-foot pull-up jump shot, 97, 96, that 5-minute mark. At that point, you saw the Sixers kind of unraveling, and you were like, "Yo, these niggas about to get his lead."
Don't ignore the favorable calls as well for the Celtics. There were favorable calls.
Absolutely. So you see the tide was turning. Like you see, it was like, "Oh, this is one of them." Like they trying to have the Celtics win this game. They proceeded to shoot 5 3-pointers in a row. Literally, the Sixers couldn't score for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. They kept trying to shoot threes to go up. Like literally, you needed one basket to get the lead since second quarter, and you decided. Literally, they kept trying to shoot threes, man. Jaylen Brown was literally getting his money by getting in the paint, drawing fouls. The whistle was there. You already are in the penalty. You decide to shoot a 3 with Pritchard, shoot a 3 with Sam Hauser, shoot a 3 with Jaylen Brown. Like that's just bad basketball, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I will live and die with post ups of Jaylen Brown. Get the fuck out the way. Find some shooters if he get double teamed, but let him go to work on either Paul George, find a switch on Maxey, Edgecombe, whoever, even if it's Embiid. But Jaylen Brown, you are having a game. You win a 4-minute mark when you basically were on offense. I'm gonna let you cook. And we lose that way, we lose that way. But we don't even try to get in the paint and get a bucket, even though we literally have the whistle on our side and we're in the penalty. That's just bad basketball, dog. They never got the lead. Of course, Maxey turns into Allen Iverson and gives you 7 straight points in a row. And that shit was over with about a minute left, man. Like,
White is kept though. Maxey gave them a couple free transition moments when he took those bad mid range fades.
yeah.
Yeah, he did.
They could have capitalized on that. I don't want to hate on Maxey at all. That mid range shit, but he gave them chances. There was multiple ways that the Celtics could have won this. They had multiple different avenues. Calling a techno foul on Joel, that was absolutely vociferous.
That was BS, man.
I even said that.
Hey, Russ, we insinuating that the refs was they was cheating a little bit. Is that what we insinuating?
I agree with that, bro.
Just saying, check some FanDuel accounts. I'm just saying.
I think my question I want to ask, because I want to ask Wes a question.
5 seconds after the whistle, the play was dead, and he pushed Jaylen Brown after.
Yeah, that was fair. That was fair.
Like,
He ain't
it was either going to be a flagrant or a tech. I think they let him off with the tech. Because the flagrant would have been
it didn't help Joe Mazzulla. It didn't help Joe Mazzulla. Call that challenge, but that was clearly a foul. That didn't help neither. Like, he was trolling.
That was so stupid.
And trying to act like, no, I just called a timeout. No, nigga, we saw the finger.
We saw
the thing is too, is they needed that challenge in other plays later in the game too.
Yeah.
Like, I even told someone I would have rather them challenge that Jaylen Brown foul on Joel Embiid when he was grabbing his jersey, because they were both hand fighting with each other. That one you had a chance to win because they both hand fight. You could have said the offensive player initiated it first. But that one right there, that challenge, dumbest challenge of the season, probably.
I want to ask Wes a question because he's the one that brought this to my attention. I haven't been in these spaces or these places, but it was some Derek White was better than Jaylen Brown's talks, apparently. Wes, how you feeling about Derek White in this series?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good role player, and I'll leave it at that. Kicking his back end would be pointless because it's over now. He's not better than Jaylen Brown, and an on-off split, while they do matter, they don't tell the whole story, and that's my only thing with it, man. People overindulge in stat sheets and the numbers that they like, the numbers that support whatever claims they want to make. And, fair or foul, it is what it is. But people who actually watch games consistently can see Jaylen Brown is a better player than Derek White.
Absolutely.
They get guarded completely different. And, like, to the point, Derek White, sure, he had a crazy run to start the second quarter, got the Celtics into the game because to that point they weren't in the game. Mm-hmm. But he did that against Andre Drummond, Justin Edwards, Grounds on it, like it, and I'm not saying it's not. He still deserves credit for it, but when the rubber met the road and they really needed him to step up in that second half and just keep the same play, he had 19 points at halftime, finished the game with 26.
Yeah, 9 for 26 shooting, shot 26 shots, 5 for 16 from the 3, 5 for 16. I'm gonna say it again, 5 for 16 from the 3. They would let that bitch fly, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so and stuff like that, man. But I agree with Russ. The challenge was just so bad, and I think that's what really burned them down the stretch to me. Peyton Pritchard missing that 3 was like Jaylen Brown and Peyton Pritchard. They both had open threes.
Man,
Jaylen's at least, I mean, it did everything but fall. That's one of those where you just got to shrug your shoulders.
I ain't got it tonight.
Walk into the game. No, I mean he had it. It's just
once I ain't got it, it's like that. Like it ain't falling for me in that moment.
Big shot didn't fall for him, but the Peyton Pritchard shot, just a clear brick, like not competitive at all, wide open in the corner, short corner, and he misses. But I think you could really see the Celtics were gassed, and that challenge kept Joe in a really tough spot because he only had one timeout left.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't take the timeout with 2 minutes left to go in the game. But it was very clear that they needed a break. They needed a breather. They needed to reset. And he couldn't provide that for him
Boy.
because he
Especially again with 5 minutes left, you're
was
down
challenged,
90.
like, that's the worst high leverage challenge I've ever seen.
My boy's lungs collapsed, man. Them boys
You're
were
down
gasping for
96,
air.
97. Literally, it went a 2-minute run where neither team could score. That at that moment, you need the timeout to say, guys, we are 1 point away, bro, from getting the lead. Let's draw something up. Like you said, he could. He kind of had to let them figure it out, and they figured it out by shooting threes. You spoken this too, Wes. I want you to talk because again, this is your guy. What was the biggest problem for you tonight as far as Joe Mazzulla? You brought it up, but I want you to bring it up to the masses. You mentioned it, man. What was your biggest problem, man? What's your gripe about Joe Mazzulla's starting lineup tonight?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
That was my biggest gripe. Him starting Ron
Can I
and
feel a
Garza
small second
and
with?
Shireman. I think it's one thing to get funky and quirky, but you just can't do that with the season on the line. You decided to start Ron Harper, Luca Garza, and Baylor Shireman, and it just made no sense. Like, it was the wrong adjustment. It's such a terrible adjustment. And for every
Big,
thing that people say about him in a positive light, I think he did a really poor job this series in coaching, man.
big trade acquisition and Nikola Vucevic,
He
but
should have started Kaden.
apparently he wasn't good enough to play.
DNP.
He should have
DMV.
started-
And you know why, bro?
He went small and had Jalen. That's another issue.
He
Like,
should have started Kada. I don't care who else starts. He should have. Kada has been good all series, and I don't even care what the stat sheet shows. Kada has been good all series.
He been in foul trouble though with Embiid.
Look,
Yeah,
you still got to
that's
put him
the
out there
only
against
issue.
Embiid.
But
There's nobody else out there that's checking Embiid. Not that even Kada's
Dog.
gonna stop Embiid. You ain't got nothing else for him.
I tell you
Yeah,
what, Hugo wasn't checking
Luka
him.
Garza, bro.
He was
Luka
free each on Hugo's ass.
Garza's been good
Luka
all year,
was-
but this series he was not that good. Kada should have been on that
Yeah.
floor. Kada should have been on the floor from the very tip. I'm sorry. I'll die on that hill. Kada played well all series, rebounding, defending, doing the little stuff like closing out, making space for the drivers, getting offensive rebounds. Kada was doing all the little things. I'm not saying Kada was the best player in the series, but Kada was even more valuable, I would think, at times even than Derek White. And
I think the biggest problem though is that they did not they were not prepared. They were not prepared for Joel Embiid to not only come back but come back and look like he had been playing all season. Like Joel Embiid came back and from the first, even though they lost the first game, he came back from the first game was putting up 25 and 10 plus rebound balls. Like you would have thought if I didn't watch the basketball season this year and I watched this series, I would have thought Joel Embiid played 60 plus game and was at least a third or second team All NBA player. Like I'd have been like, oh, okay, Joel Embiid was back this year. No, he wasn't. He barely played this season. But in the playoffs, he looked like he had been playing all season. Even at times when he was gassed, his playmaking, his passing out of the post, his ability to be aggressive. They literally, Celtics are literally, Celtics, but the Sixers are literally a team when you watch them during the season. They're a good team as far as you have some shot makers, you have a star and Maxey who's rising. You have role players. That's the team that you say, man, they needed Joel Embiid, and lo and behold, they did because it opened up everything for the Sixers offense. The fact that you couldn't stop Joel Embiid in the low post and his ability to kick it out, and you have shooters and VJ, Oubre, Maxey, Paul George was playing crazy. You literally couldn't do nothing with him. And then they try to even run a zone, and even in the zone, Maxey is quick enough to catch the ball in the handoff and get to the cup regardless. So it was just bad basketball. Not bad basketball, but it was just hard to defend the Sixers with Joel Embiid being as dominant as he was, man. Honestly, like he really showed why he was looked at as the guy who was better than Jokic, as a guy who was an MVP in this league, as a guy who was looked at as a top 5 to 7 player in this league, man. Like he was so just match for match. You couldn't do nothing with him. I literally watched him put 3 guys in foul troubles 2 games in a row. Like that's Shaq like shit. I know he's not Shaq. We know who Shaq was, but that is Shaq like shit when you have 3 centers that you throwing at him, and every last one of them on foul trouble by halftime. You putting 3 fouls on Vuce, Kada, and Luke Garza. Like,
stop calling him.
I mean, he's a
dog.
real
He don't
favorite.
deserve that
in
nickname.
matchups. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I give credit to Embiid for playing
man, it's crazy.
and toughing it out, but I don't want to go too far. Like we know his playoff resume, and it broke
It's weak.
favor. for him this time because again he had Luka Garza, Nikola Vucevic, and Keita. I think he's a good big, but
Yeah, he's cooking them. He's supposed to.
he's a very, very silly big. Respectfully,
He a backup center.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to that left short wing fade. That was silly. You got that.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If he hit that, I would have been like, that's a Rudy Gobert moment.
I did my breath because the arc looked good. I said, "Ooh."
You talking about for that moment in the fourth when he thought he was a Keem Olajuwon?
Hey, man.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck that was?
Right now, I believe
You gotta yell Rudy after you take that shot.
You said, say it again, Wax. You said what?
the only shot he missed all game, bro.
Wow.
He was 7 for 8. That's the only shot he missed all game. He
Yeah.
played
Dom,
really well.
Dom, talk to me, man. You been quiet, man. What's your consensus, man? How you thinking? Like, what?
No, I'm just chilling in the cut, bro. Just listening to y'all sentiment as far as like how y'all view the series. Would it be weak to say that this is supposed to be a throwaway season for the Celtics anyway? So the fact that they made the playoffs is whatever.
Super weak.
Crazy to say
that's super weak.
That's weak.
Because going into the playoffs with JB and Jay Tatum playing when it was, you know, niggas was saying, man, I ain't seen a nigga look this good at the ACL tear since Adrian Peterson. I was like, okay. So, super weak because going into the playoffs, a lot of us, when I say us, I mean the media, had Boston versus the Thunder, Boston versus the Spurs at worst. Yeah. Like, though, with the talks, the fact that Jason Tatum came back and they had the record they had, literally, it was Boston. They have Boston making the finals. So, no, you don't get the pass. I don't care if Jason Tatum is out. Again, you had a chance. I can see if they were up by 15 or, I think, 12 going into the fourth quarter. If that lead increases, then cool. I say, man, yeah, y'all just couldn't do nothing with Jay Tatum on the bench. No, y'all were literally down by 1 with 5 minutes left, and the tides were turning, and y'all bad play calling and bad coaching fucked that game up. So no, you don't get a pass. We have to look at what Joe Mazzulla did in this entire series, and we have to look at Jaylen Brown's deficiencies. We have to look at Derek White's deficiencies. We gotta also give credit to Jason Tatum, man. I think we play with Jason Tatum with the whole, oh man, you wasn't Finals MVP and you this and you that, but no, we gotta stop the Jason Tatum disrespect. Again, I ain't talking about you guys in particular, but just through the matches, there's too many conversations of Jaylen Brown's a better player than Jason Tatum, and that's just not true, man. It's just not true. He can be great. He can be a top 20 player. If you think he's top 15, that's cool, but he's just not better than Jason Tatum, and that's okay.
That's not going to change my sentiment on Tatum. I thought Tatum was better than Brown, but like Tatum still had a weak finals run, still had a weak finals appearance, a weak performance. There was talking about him like he was Draymond Green. You know, look at his rebounding. You know, don't get me wrong, important aspects of basketball, but like when it comes to superstar talks, I'm still gonna say that stuff. Now that being said, we do gotta look at the Celtics roster's problems. Like I think they need a center, like Vooch, bro. He won't be in the league after this year, bro. Like he's done.
Yeah, he probably won't be
for the Celtics. You can't play for. Anybody,
he's going to the Nuggets. That man, you know how they do.
Oh man, he the same old, ain't he?
Hey, you gotta say that
is such a Nuggets pickup.
That Jokic on off, man.
One bad offensive center for another bad offensive.
Or go to the Lakers, or he'll go to the Lakers and just not play like Matt Sleeper.
Let
me ask Dom a question. If you want to don't like so.
I'm asking, so does everybody think that Keita is actually that bad, or do you just view him more as a backup center?
He would be great off the bench, period.
He's more
great off the bench. I still think he's fine.
I feel like he's like medium. I don't know. He could start, but if he don't, it's whatever.
Yeah,
it's great if you don't start, but it's whatever if you do start, in my opinion.
I think they need
they need a better backup big than whatever combination of Vooch and Garza. Because Garza for the regular season, he's serviceable per se, but in the postseason, like it's just not going to happen. And if they want to reach their ceiling, they have to get another guy who can really play. Like, try to see if you could get Rob Will again. Like, you know, do something.
So you would let Keita start?
If I have Rob Will, absolutely not.
But you know what's so crazy though? They have a Will. They have a Will on their bench who don't play, and if you know, you know.
Are we kind of overhyping it though? Because if you really think about it, nigga, it's only Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? It's only Joel Embiid. I do think they need more depth.
It's not just Embiid.
Embiid would have worked Robert Will too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Embiid would have worked Rob Will too. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
can't even hold. Bro, Mitchell Robinson would kill this team.
He wouldn't. He
Robinson
wouldn't.
would kill
I'm not
this
saying he
team,
would have
bro.
did what he did to Lou Garza and Vuce, but Rob Will would have got them Embiid buckets too.
Mitchell Robinson.
If they have Rob Will, they win this series. So
I don't think Rob. I think we put too much on
disagree.
Rob Will.
I actually
disagree,
think
bro.
I thought it would have been
I'm
better.
sorry,
if
You don't
they
even
had
have
Holiday.
knees.
he's still an effective basketball. We just watched the series where he was effective. So this doesn't matter.
That matters because listen, I'm saying he's not as athletic as he once was, and he doesn't provide, in my opinion, he doesn't provide much of an advantage against Joel Embiid. Maybe on the offensive glass a little bit, but like he's still gonna get into huge amounts of foul trouble. He's still somebody that you don't really have to guard on the perimeter. And he's kind of like, like I look at those aspects and maybe he's better than Lou Garza for sure.
And he is 6'8". Like
maybe
he
about
ain't
it.
tall
Like,
neither.
that's where I'm coming from. Like he's clearly better than the two backup bigs that they had in the series.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think for all the little spacing bullshit that they pull, Boston is best when they had like between the guys that they had on their roster this year, they would have done way better with a Rob Will because of how many second chance opportunities he was going to create, and also the vertical spacing that matters, and a big who like for respect to Vooch, he's just not athletic enough to do anything valuable offensively.
Now I know the money was probably the
He
problem.
doesn't fit the Celtics offense.
Let's keep Rob Will out of it because he's been over there so long. If we kept a KP and then let Cater come off the bench with so you gonna give me Rob Will, but you won't give me KP? What?
No, I'm saying this. They had to move KP. KP was expensive.
No, I said the money. I said the money. The money aside, if they could have kept
I'm not even
KP
gonna
and
say
let
what I
Cater come off the bench,
usually say.
I say with
KP
KP they could probably win the
sick.
series.
KP also
He's
didn't play
sick.
for them. Like, yeah, I
No,
don't know. It's tough.
KP was one of the reasons why they won 3 games in the finals. I remember that vividly.
He didn't play the whole
playing
playoffs.
the entire playoffs.
I just said he was the reason. Oh no, Gobi. Hear what I just said? Because I know that he didn't play the whole playoffs. I literally said that he was the reason why they won 3 games in the finals. I remember. We can go back and watch tape, and I will laugh.
I
y'all
don't care.
I don't think
he was super effective, even though he couldn't finish.
Bro. I'm not trying to mean, but I don't care. I don't care. He can't play.
And I don't agree with that take. I think he was valuable for sure, but they were going to win that finals with or without KP. Just how they got there without KP for the most part. The point is, though, last year, because we're not in 24, we're coming off of 25, and last year he was a net negative for them in the sense of the money he was making and his availability. He was never available, and that's
the problem
throughout his career. So it's tough, but
Literally sick.
I think Rob and Cater.
Shit, if I'm the Celtics, I don't know which center they can go get at this point. I don't know who's coming off any money. Maybe you can go try your hand with who?
Rob Will is actually up with Portland.
I mean, that's cool, but I'm just talking about a guy that we can actually try to do something with for the long term. I don't really know anybody that you can really go get. Maybe I don't know. Maybe y'all might not like him, but maybe. If the money, we can make the money look right. Maybe we'll get a Miles Turner. Shit, I don't know, but I don't know.
No.
That's worse. I promise you, that's worse than Cater, bro. That's worse than Cater.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. I think there are certain things like if you want to say he's not a better rebounder than Cater, but I can't say that Miles Turner is better, a worse player than Cater.
He a worse defender. The only thing he can
bro.
do is
he's less valuable than Cater. He doesn't create as many second chance opportunities. He's not the vertical spacer that Cater is.
He's a better scorer though.
His scoring is fictional. It's not actually real.
What is
in Boston's offense? He would only score through pick and pops, and that's it. He's not a good enough shooter to make it worth.
But he's an elite shot blocker. He always been his whole career.
He's not.
No, he's in.
I'm sorry, elite. That elite word is the little. I gotta be careful with that elite word because that elite means something different. And I gotta stop saying elite like it don't mean something different. He's a damn good shot blocker though, guys.
There's a reality where he would have to be in combination with Cater. He would have to be in combination with Cater. He couldn't replace Cater. They'd have to.
No.
Okay.
I was saying exactly. I was saying combination.
I'd like him off the bench.
I would
more than
I
Katie.
would start Miles and let Katie come off the bench. That's what I would do.
No.
Hey, y'all be cool.
It's out the mud.
It's out the mud. As the resident Pacer fan, let me explain to you that even I came into this season with a little higher hopes for Miles. Didn't think he was going to be as good as he was in Indiana. I thought he was going to be better than what he showed. And he showed that he really was offensively kind of a Tyrese merchant.
Amari, I'm gonna say this because we have these names, and I don't want nobody to tell me that because again, I could have told you. I spoke about Terrence Shannon in Spaces. This is a guy that I'm gonna say it now before he gets the play time or he gets the opportunity, and then niggas like, oh man, where he come from? I'm gonna tell you because I know about him. I think they have a guy on the bench by the name of Amari Williams who is a good rebounder, who can shot block. He's a young guy, so it probably is more so not getting minutes because of his experience, but I've seen Amari even this season get some burn and be very effective, but maybe again he just hasn't got the cliche, not the cliche, but he hasn't got the cachet to basically get starting minutes right now. But they have a guy over there who's pretty damn good. Same way I told niggas 2 years ago about Jordan Walsh and what he was coming out of Arkansas, and when he finally started getting minutes, people saw like how good of a defender he was and how good of a hustle guy he was. So I think Amari Williams is another guy on that bench who can. Yeah, he just don't play. He don't play. I know it's easy to say now because he don't play. Oh, he probably ain't shit neither. But I think if he get the opportunity.
I will say though, Boston does draft extremely well though. So I do believe in
Boston keep demons on the bench all the time. Boston had a demon on the bench by the name of Neesmith, who is now a starter and got to a finals with Pacers. They do that shit. Literally, niggas have left Boston not getting no burn and then go somewhere and be a better
lottery
player.
Pick, bro. I'm not hating, but he's a lottery pick. Come on, bro.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think if I told you 3 years ago why Cater was on the bench coming from Sacramento Kings, if I told you he wasn't on shit neither, you would have told me he wasn't on shit neither. If I told you he could play, you would have been like, get the fuck out of here. I promise you would have.
Him hooping. Okay, so I spent a season really, really paying attention to the King, like a couple seasons. Him hooping is not surprising to me, like at all. Because I saw him on the Kings.
How many seasons did you? Because again, I know him come out of Utah, so I know how good he was come out of Utah. I know players saying they get that
only
league like that, but
some of his Kings film, and I watched him come off the bench or sometimes even start, and he played pretty decent basketball. But I'm like, he's still like him becoming one of the best defensive centers in the league. Okay, I'll say that I didn't expect that immediately, but him hooping, I'm not really surprised, especially in this offense with all these players. But yeah, like they need a center. They need a center, bro. Not Miles Turner. Because Miles Turner is just going to feed to the BS that this offense is. They need somebody that can provide something different. And I would like somebody a little bit bigger in terms of like size. Like Kata is a little bit thin. I want somebody like 250, 260 plus. Besides that, man, like.
I heard somebody say that. I don't know who said it. It might have been Wes, low-key. I don't know. I don't know if it was him, but somebody said they was surprised that they didn't go after Zubac. No disrespect to Russ and his Pacers. Was that you that said that or not?
No, I ain't said that.
Yeah, so somebody said that they were surprised.
I think they did. I think they did.
Since these boys is going fishing, we'll play a little game before we get to the next team. Because now that they're out of here, now like teams like the Celtics guys are gone. We'll do a little thing where we kind of speak on what we think they need to help them be contenders next year. Now I'll bring a name up. I don't know what the money looks like. I know he recently got paid. What about a Nicholas Claxton? Would he be good?
No. I'm not a fan. The only reason why I say this is because I'd want a center who could be better at setting screens. That's about it. Like I think he'd fit in their
center exists for them, but he's on a team that probably would never trade him, and it's Donovan Clingan. Now, what they would do is they would do the worst thing that the Trailblazers did. They would keep letting him shoot threes when he needs to be in the paint for, and I'm sure they would probably make him shoot just as many threes, if not more.
Yeah, they got a couple guys over there.
His release is
so you keep saying no. So what's the prototypical style center that you think would go really well?
Yeah, because you keep saying the center, but ain't that many centers in the league over there?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying.
You call Kata thin. I don't know what you say. Kata was thin. I don't know. I want to know what you say about
this is
Kata.
This is a secret. You know what I mean? This is a secret because this player, they've been talking about him secretly. Being traded this offseason. Secretly, bro. What about looking towards getting Anthony Davis?
I was gonna bring Ed up, but we talking about money.
Bro, he makes so much money.
If you come and say if you ain't fucking with KP, you can't be fucking with Ant because they're the same player at this point.
They get Anthony Davis by moving Jaylen Brown, and which I think
not
that's
JB.
realistic.
But you can't trust AD.
That's fair. I'm just saying, like, I think it's real. It's a realistic possibility that Brown gets moved. I have an interesting stat for you guys. Brown and White, they shared the court 209 minutes in this series.
Mm-hmm.
They were a minus 37 in the 209 minutes they played.
That's disgusting. That's
While
disgusting.
Brown was on and White was off, 40 minutes, Brown was a plus 14 in minutes he didn't share with White. And while White was on and Brown was off, he was a plus 13 in minutes he didn't share with JB. They don't have the proper synergy, at least in this series. And I think the thing with White, White takes some of the worst shots. I think his role when he's playing as an off-ball player beside Brown is, I don't care how contested the shot is, whatever. I get the ball, I'm shooting it because I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do playing off of JB. And I think the Celtics just have some identity issues when it comes to how they want to orchestrate their team and their offense when JB's at the helm versus anyone else. Like when there's White, literally everybody else on their roster, they play 3-point in per se, like, or really free throw line out. Let me say that. They like to play free throw line out. Jaylen Brown likes to play free throw line in, and I think it affects how they operate as a team together.
So what makes you jump? What makes you jump automatically to JB instead of Derek White instead being traded? Is it
JB just has a worse contract?
You said the
I'm
worst.
a JB fan, by the way, but I think it's more realistic. They moved the guy who is coming off of the guy with more value and the guy with the much larger.
I was about to say West going off value because that's the only one that like
it's
teams would jump, and especially after this season, teams would jump at JB.
And it's a $60 million like contract. Derek White is a 31, if I'm not mistaken, $1 million contract. And I think Derek White, it's harder to find Derek Whites than it is JB's if you're trading JB. Like the value that JB provides to the team, I think they could replace moving his $60 million contract. I think moving Derek White, it's not like you can flip him into two players. Like more than likely, you're going to flip him for one guy more than likely. And I don't think whoever they could bring in would just add more value. I think Jaylen Brown is the more valuable asset to move because you can get more back. So, but
two more guys, two more guys. I do believe that, and we'll get to that series next. I look at a guy like, especially if they lose the series, Jared Allen, maybe.
Yeah.
And then another guy that was on a prove-it deal, on a 1-year prove-it deal this year, played really good to me. Now, we might scoff, but I watched a lot of them games, and I think he played really good. We kind of gave him a hard time. I think of DeAndre Ayton.
They don't have the money to sign Allen, or Allen's actually under contract. Like they would have to trade for Allen, I think.
Would you trade Derek White, knowing that Jason Tatum's come back next season healthy?
Hell no.
You wouldn't trade Derek White for a Jared Allen and maybe an extra asset?
I think their bigger issue, like center's an issue. I'm not saying it isn't. They need another creator. And it's I hated the trade when they made it.
Is Jay? What you mean? So you mean two on top of JB and one more on top of JB and Tatum? Or you saying swap them out for one?
I think that one of their biggest issues is their role players are all specialists.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do, they're not good enough at basketball. They do little special things in a system within, refined roles, but they're not good enough at the game of basketball. The reason they were winning, and I know like having a Drew Holiday, that means a lot. He's a really, 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 really good player. But it was the fact that they had for sure 5 guys in JB, JT, D White, Drew, and Pepe with what he provided when he came off the bench. 5 guys for sure who they could count on to create. They could put the ball on the floor, do something. I think what it boiled down to in this series and a lot of the lineups that they played, it was Derek White just being a shrimp, JB and JT having such a tough job because it's
ISO
Hauser
ball.
on the court. And Hauser, he's a great shooter, but he can't do anything with the ball in his hands. It's Kata, excuse me, or Vooch. Don't do anything with the ball in their hands. Like, and they're not supposed to. They're centers.
Vooch
It just
can.
goes to how much you can shrink the court.
What if we
I knew you was about to bring him up, so I'm gonna let you finish that statement. You were gonna speak on Anthony Simons, huh?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I was just gonna tell him real quick. I think you playing with fire if you do decide to move JB for a few more assets, just because even when you look at the Nuggets, the way that they did it with MPJ, they did kind of that same route, got extra pieces, extra players, and then it didn't go the way that they wanted it to. So I think you kind of playing with fire moving him. I feel way more comfortable personally moving Derek White than I would JB.
Agreed.
I was gonna ask a question. What if you trade with the Pelicans and get Zion and hold on. Zion and Trey Murphy for both Derek White and Jaylen Brown?
Oh,
They wouldn't do that.
Why would you
No,
not
they
do
wouldn't do
that?
that.
Hold on, because the thing is
You want them to get niggas who don't play on that team, huh?
you said what?
You want them to keep putting niggas who don't play on that team.
Who don't play?
Zion, do y'all understand that this is Zion first? Like, he's only played like two qualifying seasons in his career.
Guaranteed, like someone like Anthony Davis or Jaylen Brown, though. So he's not as expensive as either one of them. He also
I don't want Anthony Davis
create just as well as Jaylen Brown can, just because of his gravity going downhill. He's just as good a passer. And then when you have Trey Murphy is also going to be another creator as well. And I don't think the defense gets that much better. The defense probably gets worse. But if you're already mixing it up by getting rid of Jaylen Brown, which mixes it up on two fronts, you lose the defense and you lose the continuity, you might as well swing for the fences. Because the only thing you're going to go for besides that is you're going to trade for like Desmond Bain.
I mean, no, I think
what's the
You ain't touching him. Trust me.
I think all this shit is irrational bullshit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I do fuck with Zion to the Celtics, though. I'm not for Jaylen Brown.
I wasn't saying I want to represent the point. I wasn't saying, yo, I think this should happen. I think it is something that could be explored. And I think it makes sense to explore. Like I comfortably would say I'm the biggest Jaylen Brown fan here. But I think from a roster construction standpoint and a salary cap, they're kind of their hands are tied. Jaylen Brown, if they keep him, JB and JT next year are making $115 million combined. That's tough to go into a season and fill out a roster. It's just like I think that they could look to move Jaylen Brown, who is going to be on the wrong side of 30. I could see it, man. He's very, very, very expensive, bro. Very.
What you think about Kevin Wayne and Steven Adams?
I mean, if they could pull that off, well, I don't think Boston would do that. I think there was a time where they entertained the idea of trading for Durant, and they said, "We're not going to
be a good pickup."
Like that was the thing they explored when he was leaving Brooklyn. They were like, yeah, we're not willing to move JB for him. So if they weren't going to do it at that point when, Kevin had 7 more years, I definitely don't see him doing that when Kevin has 2.
Nah, for me, I will say this. How much is Zion making? Is Zion making like what, 30 million? He's not making a ton of money, right?
Nah, yeah. He got his money. He got his money early. So yeah, he ain't that much.
Listen, I'm not saying trade him for Jaylen Brown because I don't like that at all. But I do like potentially trading him for a guy like Derek White and adding another contract to that. I do think he could help some of the creation issues. Yeah, I do think he could legitimately help.
So you want Jaylen Brown and Zion on the court together?
Yeah, I think they could actually work together.
Why would the Pelicans do that though?
Because they're tired of Zion's bullshit. Like
I'm about to say, I can see the move Zion because like
you tired of Zion's bullshit. I'm not moving.
Even though it's not worth much, they could trade him draft capital though.
They could give him some draft capital too.
I'm sorry.
They're not. They're not.
You didn't wait this long to do that, bro.
Dog, I'm not trying.
If I get Derek Brown, I want to get draft picks.
We just saw them trade Derek Queen. We just saw him trade first round pick for Derek Queen, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. It's no disrespect, but it's pretty clear as day that they're a dumb franchise. They don't know what they're doing, and they're a team that could possibly do something like this. So like I'm just being honest, right? They're a team I see making a mistake like that. And it's not the worst thing ever to get back some draft capital
That
for a
wouldn't even be
guy.
the worst trade the last 2 years.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst trade.
Wouldn't even be the worst trade.
It's not a bad trade.
It really wouldn't. So what are we talking
It's
about?
not a bad trade. Like I get what y'all are saying, but I'm not.
They could actually dig themselves.
Would you trade JB for like let's go money for money? Would you trade JB for Giannis?
Absolutely, and that's the thing that I was going to bring up.
Why would
if I'm Boston, I would definitely entertain that. I would entertain a 3-team.
Do that. The Bucks at least own their pick.
Again, I would entertain a 3-team deal to make it make sense for everybody. I think Milwaukee. I think it's something that Boston should definitely explore. If they can land Giannis and find a third team and it's not like JB won't have loads of interest. If they put him on the trade block, JB is going to have interest. So you try to work out a deal where you land Giannis. The thing will be is, does Milwaukee want to move him within the conference? And will Giannis want to go to Boston? If Giannis is like, nah, I don't want to go to Boston, then all bets are off. But
I think he go to Boston.
Something he's open to. If I'm Boston, I definitely have to consider that for sure.
Giannis and Tatum, yeah, I think he'd do it. And I think they would do it, maybe not straight up, like he said, maybe three-team trade, but I think they would do it simply because you got to get off Giannis before it's too late. At this point, players like Giannis, and again, same reason why I kind of agree with Gobi with the Zion shit, not with that trade in particular, but I believe that the Pelicans would get rid of Zion because it's like, these are situations where like we kind of just over this shit. Same thing with the Bucks. We kind of just over this shit. Like you don't want to be here. I don't want to keep going through this. So I'm willing to get rid of you for the right price. Now, if I'm the Bucks, if I don't care if it's 3 teams or not, if I can get JB back in that 3-team trade, I give up Giannis for that because I have a star. At least I have a star here. And
bro, you're
so
rebuilding.
Listen,
I would be more about getting draft capital and young players, not JB.
Okay, cool. With respect.
Yeah, okay. Maybe he's a ticket seller.
What?
Start from scratch. But if I'm
old JB?
If I'm getting draft capital though, my problem is this though. If I'm getting draft capital, I gotta like man, they could be bad for a long time. It gotta be like a top 10 pick.
They have their pick this year. They can get in the lottery.
Yeah, that's the goal though.
The Pelicans don't. The Pelicans have to do something. They don't have to. They could just live in purgatory. That's literal purgatory. They didn't get to the playoffs, and they don't have their pick. They come into
the Pelicans can't trade Zion Williamson for Derek White, bro.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely
not.
That would never happen.
You can move Zion, but if you move Zion, you need to move him.
That would never happen.
Yo, Derek White and some picks.
The same way y'all are talking about Giannis, young assets and picks. You won't get the same haul for everything that comes with Zion, obviously, but you definitely want to aim for at least one young player and an unprotected first at the very least.
Harper.
Derek White is like y'all are trolling.
Harper Jr.
Derek White trade value won't be that high. They be getting niggas like Zion back.
Hugo, nigga, he a young player too.
Oh, that's a
Did they just pick him up? Nah, seriously. They got some young players. You can trade them that. Honestly, it's different because Giannis is a positive asset in this league. Zion is not a positive asset. Zion's not.
I don't agree with that. I don't think he's the same positive that Giannis is, obviously. But he's not a negative asset.
Yeah,
if you put Zion on the trade block, I think he would give up unprotected first.
The rim pressure, the scoring, the playmaking, he's still a positive asset. He's still a great player. That's why I mentioned him to begin with, because at least he's a good team. He's a good player that I think could fit offensively with someone like Jason Tatum.
I agree. I actually love his fit in Boston, actually. Like, he's another guy who could drive, who could play off the ball, things like that. And I think, like, his ability to put pressure on the rim is something that the Celtics desperately need outside of, like, guys like JB and JT. So, like, I like it. Honestly. But, he's just a guy that, although he played this season, years prior, he did not play enough. So that's my.
I'm not mad at the Kevin Durant. I'm not mad at the Kevin Durant talk neither.
I am mad at that, bro. Don't stay away.
I know. I'm just not mad at it. That's all. It probably would happen. I'm not mad at it.
They wouldn't do that.
Stay.
I'll tell you what though.
Would you? Every team he touches.
I think this like. I might. But I don't know what the money looking like. But I might do this because he's a better shot creator. I understand what Derek White is, but I might give up Derek White for like. Do we think Derek White is better than Dylan Brooks right now? Just
don't
naming
need
the
Dylan
name.
Brooks. They don't need
Yes.
Dylan
Yeah,
Brooks.
I'm not
We think Derek White better than Dylan Brooks for real.
We're gonna talk about the other
Yes,
series.
Derek White is a
Days.
better basketball player.
They don't need Dylan Brooks. They don't need another mid-range guy.
They might not need him, but Dylan Brooks is better than Derek White.
Another player that
I
can't pass.
don't agree with
Let's go
that.
back to Friday hoops. Let's go back to the Friday series. We're trolling, man. Come on, let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Hey, look, if we're doing a narrative talk and you don't like a nigga because what you heard from another nigga or what you think the media telling you, that's cool. But
No, I like Dylan Brooks.
roll the ball out on the floor. Derek Brooks is a good basketball player. Dylan Brooks is a good basketball player.
That was never my. No.
Yeah, he's just not as valuable on the court as Derek White, especially because they're both role players. So when I'm looking at Dylan, at least to me, some people may feel like he's a borderline all-star level player, and if so, salute to them niggas. But for me, both of them are role players, and at this point in their careers, Derek White is a better defender. Derek White is a better overall creator. So I'm taking Derek White.
I'll put it this way because I'll break it down because we do this in football, we do this in basketball too. I'll break it down in scale of 10. I think on a scale of 10, Derek White's defense is about an 8.5. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I think Dylan Brooks' defense is about a 7, 7.5. But I think offensively, Derek White's offense is probably a 6. I think Dylan Brooks' offense can, at its best, 8. So I think it ain't. I think if we break it down like that, I think what Dylan Brooks does on both sides of the floor combined is more valuable than what Derek White does. Unless if you're giving me the Derek White playmaking, ball handling ability, then I could give you that if that's what your team needs. So I can give you that, and I concede to that. We can move on though, man. Get to the next series, man. The Lakers.
Hold up, because the only thing I'd love DB to death, bro. That's evil Kobe, but dude, only thing he does better than DY is score. That's it. Nothing else. So not everything, every other aspect.
But that's a lot of things. That's
not, bro. Not as a role player. That's why I said that.
It's not even a role like Dylan Brooks, bro. Don't get me wrong. He can ISO post up, and I love his game, bro. But
he can shoot. He can shoot the corner three like Derek White too. He's not a better passer or playmaker than Derek White. I understand that.
Yeah,
but
and he's nowhere near him as a defender.
Nowhere near him.
Yes,
he isn't. Not
I
anymore.
think the defensive talk as far as Dylan Brooks goes, the moment that he started diving into this more of a quote unquote scoring bag, that defensive shit has kind of been I think he fouls with. I told you this. I think he fouls.
But Derek White don't have to. That's my problem. Derek White don't have to. This 26 shots ain't Derek White. You get to be a nigga who just plays defense. You can literally score 8 points. No one gives a fuck. If Dylan Brooks go back to be a nigga who scored 10 points, I guarantee you the defense can go up. But can Derek White give me 20 a game? Can he give me 22 a game?
He just went through the whole regular season and gave you 18 a game, bro. I'm sorry.
Back to Wes's point, they need play creation. That's not Dylan Brooks. I don't need another guy jacking up 16 shots.
Yeah, you want to move ball handling.
Get everybody else involved. I need you to put rim pressure and actually get everybody else involved.
That's why I said if you're doing that, then I got you.
Dylan Brooks,
I love Jaylen Brown, bro. I'm trading Jaylen Brown before I trade Derrick Brown.
I think y'all also forget the aspect of off-ball defense, bro. And Dylan Brooks is good on the ball, but off the ball, bro, between those two, it's not even close. It's not close.
I give you that. I think it's honestly time to get rid of both of them. To be honest with you, they're both getting older. And I wouldn't be. I think another valuable piece. If niggas was kind of hollering my pause, that nigga were talking to me about Peyton Pritchard, I consider those talks too. I think he's another valuable player that could probably get you some more burn on that end of the floor. I mean, on the trade side, he can give you some more talks.
Don't be doing shit when he not up 30. But hey, man, it is what it is, bro. Hey, shout out my nigga PP, bro.
That's nasty talk. Man, moving on to the next game, man.
He never doing shit when he not up 30. I swear.
PP hate is crazy. Let's go back to the Friday games, man. Come on, early.
Yeah, man, that was nasty talk. All right, man. We'll start off with the Lakers and the Raptors, man. Lakers and Rockets. Lakers beat the Rockets 98-78. My king was glorious once again. 28, 7 and 8. Rui stepped in with another 21 piece himself and 6. DeAndre Ayton didn't score much, but gave you 16 rebounds. There was not a player on the Houston Rockets who gave you 20 points. Sengun, 17 and 11, 5 for 12. Jabari Smith, 9 points, 42 minutes, 3 for 11, 1 for 6, and 12 rebounds.
Jabari, I
Boy,
know, man.
you are. How they say? Learn China, my boy. Learn some Chinese, my boy. Min Thompson gave you 18 and 8 on 45 minutes. They wearing these young boys out. But yeah, man, the Lakers prevail, man. Austin Reeves gave you 15,
Oh,
Wait,
3 and 2,
Yo, he played 45 minutes in a blowout.
45 minutes, 18 and 8.
I think he was second in the league in minutes, bro. He made runs that young fella to death.
Yeah, him and Jabari played 40 plus minutes that night yesterday.
40 minutes in a blowout is crazy. I'm down
Yeah.
20. You running me through the bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
so they beat him 98-78, man. Lakers go to the next round versus OKC Thunder, man. And he talks about this game, man. Y'all freestyle, y'all do your thing. Talk to me.
I don't really got
You
too
can let
much
the
on
Rockets
this
fan
series.
go.
You can go ahead, go, bro.
You can I said let the Rockets fan go.
Rockets
Come
fan.
on, dog.
Who a Rockets fan?
I actually do got a Rocket shirt on right now too. It's a vintage one.
What did it do?
I fucking
What
around
is
with
it,
Dom.
Nigga got a Rockets shirt on underneath this. Yeah, you Rockets fan, nigga.
Yeah, you a Rockets fan, nigga.
But no, bro, I mean, I just think it sucks for the Rockets, bro. Like real talk, they realize that young core low key ain't worth a damn.
Not true.
I don't know. It's tough for them because I think even if you fast forward, and you look at what they're possibly going to have to pay.
Hold that, Gobi.
I think that's going to be a thing that depending on what that contract is, that might fuck off that team for a cool little minute, especially if he doesn't end up growing further into a better player. I think they have questions, they have issues. They need to get some more shooting out there, a little bit more functional things as far as maybe a backup point guard along Fred, because they're clearly going to go forward with Fred. And then my biggest key takeaway is shout out JJ Redick, bro. I think he's a hell of a coach. I don't think the LA coaching job will be up for grabs for a cool little minute. Shout out to JJ, bro. Shout out to Bron too, who's still playing at a high level at age 41, which is crazy.
Gobi, you said that's not. He said that young Cole wasn't on shit. You said it's not true. Why is it not true?
Okay, first off, Sengun is not on shit. I feel you there. But like the other players, they're decent. I think they're solid. I just think they're being miscast. Like, I think Amen and Jabari. I think Amen is like peak second option, like third option player, right? I think Bari is like a 3-4. And the fact that they don't have a number one option, I think kind of puts them out of whack, puts them all out of place. I think the lack of shooting and all that thing just makes it this whole entire team just a lot harder to function. And like when you don't have a number one option and a real leader, I think it ruins everything. And I think that's what happened with them this season. Honestly, like if they had a real number one option, a real creator who was making things happen for their team, bro, like I think they would have been better. But instead they had Sengun as their primary guy. They had Kevin Durant running offense. When that happens, bro, especially when you have KD on your team, you might as well just chalk yourself up as a loser. You're not going to do anything. So that's what you expect.
That's great.
For me, this would a nasty talk get kind of disgusting to me. He said that young Cole wasn't on shit. And you decided to go against that by saying that if you want to say Sengun, like if we being nasty, bro, if Sengun, I know how we feel about Sengun. I know how we feel about him. I know it's so cool now to say niggas are trash, even though they're all stars or they can be future Hall of Famers. I'm not talking about Sengun, I'm talking about just in general. Like I've heard niggas call niggas trash about niggas who are future Hall of Famers. But if Sengun ain't shit, I'm be honest with you. Then what do y'all think about the up? Like for you to say Sengun ain't shit, then the men ain't shit, Tari Eason ain't shit, Jabari Smith ain't shit neither.
I think a man.
I might give you a men, and that's it. That's it.
I think it's more so has to do with his play style and the fact that like the way that he plays. Number one, obviously, it's a hindrance to him. The fact that you don't have spacing, but when you're constantly posting up from the 3-point line, doing spins, and then you shooting over the top floaters, wishing and hoping that they go in, and you're not good at it. It's just not good for the team. So it's like I don't know how much light I want to shed on Sengun as far as going forward. I think there's a world where you could get off of him, or either you try to run it back and go get pieces that make a little bit more sense with him and the team in totality. But I will say, yeah, if you want to say you break down the players and just say that they don't fit well together and say that they're still light with these other guys, I'm cool with that because I do like Reed Shepherd. I don't have a problem with Jabari Smith Jr. I don't have a problem with a man. It's just as a collective, they're not good together.
Reed Shepherd is
colliding play styles.
I'm sorry, bro. This Sengun shit. I mean, you like who you like, right? You know, I'm a Jalen Brown fan. I'm a Jalen Green fan. I'm a Brandon Ingram fan. I'm a Markelle Fultz fan. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. I get it, right? But he definitely isn't on shit. Like he sucks, and
I'm saying that's cool. I'm saying it's cool. But if you want to say that, you can't. Okay, go ahead.
He sucks in the concept of being a number one or a number two option. And I think that also him being an offensive center, like he has moments defensively, but in the grand scheme of things, defensively, he's not good. So when I have a center, because again, and this is so funny, as someone who comes so crazy at Jokic, you know, like I don't even understand how you have a Sengun like bag. You know, I don't get that, but you can explain.
No, I don't. I'm not speaking on Sengun. Here's my problem. I told you I'm off of Sengun shit. I'm just saying that when Dom says that young court ain't on shit, and then you say, well, Sengun ain't on shit. No, that young court ain't on shit. Like he's true. Sengun cannot be on shit, but also other than maybe a men, the rest like you cannot. I don't like Tari Eason game. It's very bad. Jabari Smith game is very bad. Amin Thompson has no offensive bag. Honestly, if he wasn't athletic, he'd be a shitty player. Be honest with you, because the defense, because athletically, it helps with his defense. And athletically, it helps him his rim running and things of that nature. So again, I'll give you that because he has so much upside athletically. The rest of that young core is trash. Give up what you say. Reed Shepherd is trash to me. Tari Eason is trash to me. Jabari Smith has been trash to me. If you want to say Alvin Sengun too, even though he's an all-star, but still, at times, he's been trash. My nigga, that young core is trash.
I'm with you on Tari Eason. I'm with you on Tari Eason. I think Jabari Smith Jr., he's not anything to write home about. But again, to Go Bell's point, he has a role. If he's cast properly, I think he has more value than a Sengun. He just does to me. Like I think that having a 6'10" guy who can rebound, who can shoot, and who's not like he's not what he was supposed to be like as a prospect in terms of being a shooter nor being a defender. He didn't pan out being he didn't max out either one of those things. Like both of those, I think he's fallen below in terms of what he was projected to possibly become. But at the same time, he still has value as a two-way player, and he's a role player. So his value is real to me. Sengun, bruh, he's an offensive hub who cannot finish, who cannot shoot. That's bad.
No, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with again. I'm cool. I'm at the point now where I don't fuck with nobody on that team.
He is legitimately a zero-level scorer. He's a zero-level scorer, dog.
But I agree with you on the Tari Eason shit. Like he sucks. I think it's too early to say Reed.
I disagree with that.
Like, yeah.
You think
I don't know who we think Reed gonna be though. Like, what's Reed upside? What is he gonna be? JJ Redick?
Nah, I think Reed has
Reed Shepherd in my opinion.
Why can't be CJ Watson?
Reed is
JJ Redick.
He's at CJ Watson.
You just heard him,
but he's
literally better than Watson.
He's Jared McCain with stocks. That's a good player. That's a good player, bro. I think that's a good basketball player. It's a good bench player who can come off.
That's not
some
cool.
Points, run a little bit, weak side pick and roll. That's a solid player, right?
Jared McCain is rookie year. We're ready to get rookie of the year. Like that's not.
Yeah, and I think if Reed Shepherd was given that leeway on a trash Sixers team, yeah, he probably would have averaged 16 a game. Like, that's possible.
But not as rookie year. This year though, yeah.
Thank you, Wes, for being truthful.
It's possible, but my thing is this,
Reed
right?
Sucked last year, bro. He was terrible. He was awful last year.
Thank you, Wes. Thank you.
Like, that's what I mean.
They didn't get that nigga a real shot. You never know.
He
That's
was
what I'm saying. He had
bad.
no real
Every
shot.
shot he got,
If Jared
sucked.
McCain, if
He was
Jared McCain,
terrible,
you saw
man.
Jared McCain how trash he looked when he got no opportunity on the Sixers this year. Like look how trash he looked when they were seeing him down to the G League because of how bad he looked. Then he came to OKC, got some opportunity, and looked way better. Like it could be
Well,
the
the
same thing.
truth, but you
Bro,
can understand that though because Quentin Grimes
He
was so good last year. You know, everybody was hurt that you had, in a sense, you paid him and you had to play him. So that's why Jared became expendable. Again, you know, this league, you not being healthy can hurt your whole career because again, a nigga can come along, be better than you, and then you never get another chance again. So shout out to the guys who end up getting a second chance to show that they can still play. But I think a lot of that was just Jared McCain, man. We got Grimes here, and he's a better defender. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? So I understood that.
Stop disrespecting Tari Eason though.
But what does he do?
He sucks.
Hey, what does he do?
Sucks.
No, he's a good player. He's a good player. He's a role player. He's a good role player that does not need to be put in a situation where he has to dribble the ball a ton because there's no other ball handlers. It's that simple.
I'll give Wes this because again, I'm just so disappointed in him. I don't mean what I say about him. 'Cause I still love that nigga, dog. I'm just so disappointed in him. Jabari Smith has the skill set to do something if it's developed right. He has a skill set to be a shooter, to be at times a mismatch in the post for certain people. He has the skill set to be a good defender. I just think he needs to be coached better. So I don't want to just give up on Jabari because I think he's not that bad of a player. Guys like Tari, no, bro. Move around, bro. No. I don't like Tari Eason. And I'm not a Reed Shepherd fan. I'm not a Reed Shepherd fan for two reasons. He's undersized. He's not the best ball handler and playmaker. So for me, it's like he doesn't do nothing good enough on the court. Even at shooting at times, because he's such a bad liability on offense. I don't know if he does enough to be like a valuable piece on like a championship level team. Now, if you just want to be a guy who travels around and, lets that clip go, cool. But for the most part, it's like, I don't think he has any upside that's going to be cohesive to winning in this league. That's what I mean with Reed Shepherd.
It's just tough to say.
Stronger.
He hit a Luke Kennard 45% shooter. So it's like, at least, with Luke, it's like, he can do that. Like, because, I think.
Luke did not win that shit either.
Played terrible, by the way, in that last game. Played terrible, by the way.
Yeah, but he also helped to win 3 in a row. So,
trash,
you're going to be like, hey, you got to be real. Like, I know we do
shots.
this. What have you done for me lately? But I helped you niggas get 3-0. So, hey, if I don't help you for the next 2 games or next 3 games, hey, I helped you get 3-0, guys. Y'all finish it for me, man. See that? I played way above where I was supposed to.
What about on the other side?
Wait to see
on the other side with the Rockets though?
But Gobi, stop, Gobi. Let's not do this again. Respect to the OKC Thunder. Respect to SGA being one of the greatest offensive players I've ever seen in my life. But let's not act like let's be for real when it comes to like Luke Kennard. We know y'all gonna walk Luke Kennard, bro. Y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Get rid of Alex Caruso, please. I don't need him. Jesus, that nigga gets in the way.
Yeah, we can send him. We can send him on PTO vacation right now, bro, and we still win the series. You right?
No, we're gonna get rid of Dort first.
Yeah, I know y'all. Caruso is just too good for that. Damn, man. Lakers could have still had Caruso, man. Nah, man.
Too bad. They chose. What's it called? Who else? Who they choose? Who they let him walk for? I don't know, bro.
It was some niggas though.
Hey, shout out to Lakers though. Shout out to Bron. He did his thing. Whatever. They won this series, but I'm just gonna be honest with you as an NBA fan. I don't usually say this. Series just was. This is my I need extra sleep series, bro, because it wasn't that fun to watch, especially after the first 3 games where Bron was like, he did his thing. But besides that, bro, like after that, bro, it's just bad basketball.
Yeah. Watching the Rockets play without Kevin Durant is very bad basketball.
Yeah, dude, these teams both should not have made the playoffs.
Thought it was good with Kevin.
They wasn't bad with Kevin too. I was like,
No. They were a top 5 seed because of Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant don't play for this team all year, they might be a play-in team or they might not make the playoffs.
Yeah, you see, hey, Russ knows it's because of Steven Adams. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm sorry, bro. Like they were a top 5 seed last year with Jalen Green.
Yeah, it's because of Steven
But
Adams.
I know.
Hey,
but Jalen Green, we love Jalen Green over here though. So I'm not. You ain't saying the crazy to me.
No, what I'm saying. Well, I meant maybe
Adams.
there was different context to that, and I just missed it.
No.
What I'm saying to you is that
Jalen,
they were top 5 seed because Jalen Green. So again, this team that played against the Lakers, if this team played all season, they would have been an 8th seed at best.
Nigga said A seed, bro. They're fighting for Cam Boozer at
I'm about,
best.
hey,
Come on,
hey,
bro.
I said
Yeah.
best.
Nah, in the regular season, they would have been better than the Warriors. They would have been the 10th seed. They would have been better. Than
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
bro, the Warriors won 36 games this year, bro.
I don't
But
know.
Wes, realistically, Wes, again, you're telling me if they started the season with the team that they played against with the Lakers, which literally just no Kevin Durant, you're telling me you think this team is like a legit at least playoff spot, 6 to 8?
I think they could win 38 games as opposed to the 36, but maybe they don't. Like I'm not telling y'all are wrong. Like it's not anything I really want to argue. I'm fine with them being at the bottom of the league. I'm saying that because I think they have a lot of hustle guys. But that team was depleted. They were missing between Adams, Fred VanVleet, and Durant. I think that's like $80 million out of their lineup.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be more than 80 million. Because how much is Durant getting paid? Is he 50 this year or 40?
I think
He
I
making-
think but he between 50 and 40. He might be more than 50.
Yeah, so they were missing like close to $100 million out of their lineup. So yeah.
Yo, I was about to speaking to KD, bro. Y'all heard the KD files, were real. They were actually
We
real.
all knew that, bro. We knew.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I had my doubts, but like I heard a report that came out saying like they just moved.
Yeah,
back.
he was getting 45 a year. He got 45 a year in the contract extension, but he was at this year he was a $43 million cap hit.
So my thing is like with those things like being legitimately real. My question that I asked it to Dom earlier, like why should any of the team want to play with him?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
like real, like why should they not trade him off after just what he did?
I wouldn't even trade him all, bro. I would literally buy that nigga out, go
Buy
somewhere.
him out.
Let somebody else pick you up.
What are we
I'm not even
talking
about to. I'm really not even about to
ruin my
fight.
franchise.
Dom, you got to answer, bro. Early on some other shit, bro. Early on some other shit,
He
bro.
said buy him
Dom,
Buy that
just-
nigga out, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
out.
Fuck that nigga, man.
bro. What we on? What we
Bruh,
on?
Just to
bro,
be petty, I'm buying that nigga out.
He said they need to
What we
pull
doing,
him.
bro?
He said they need to pull him Milwaukee Bucks. Wave and stretch.
Man,
do
hell,
what they did today. Wave and stretch.
Get his ass out. I mean, listen. Before Dom go, realistically, of course, I would try to get some value for him, but I would definitely get rid of him next year. Realistically, all jokes aside, I'm putting him on the trade market and whatever. If I get a good situation for him, I'm getting rid of him. For sure. But he don't play on my team next year for more than 20 games. Like I'm serious about that though. All jokes aside.
You think it's just because of the petty shit? Literally just
And that nigga's a cancer, bro. The point of having a vet on your team is to uplift young niggas. That nigga's a cancer now, bro. Like come on, bro. Like, come on. At this point, Kevin Durant literally will go places, and when it don't work out, he just gets the fuck on somewhere anyway.
Bro, we
not acting like he a good guy.
Fred VanVleet for all that rah bringing the young niggas along shit, man. Just we know what KD do. It's cool, bro. Like,
but you can't shit on us, bro. You can't shit on us. You can't make a fake account and shit on. Again, if you're not gonna listen, I understand Kevin
This is the
Durant.
second time he's done this.
I know what I'm saying. Gobi. I understand Kevin Durant is the I just want to play basketball guy. I understand he's not the vocal nigga. He's more the I'm gonna show you with my play. That's cool. But you can't be that and then also shit on niggas, bro. Like, come on, bro.
A lot of that shit he was doing was true. So
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
That's so weird though, Dom. So you cool with that?
No, I think it's weird, but then at the same time, when you reading the shit, you like, damn, I was kind of fucking up. Damn,
I don't want to know. No.
Yeah. No. Hey, look, hey, Wes cut me off to let Dom get some nasty shit off just now.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga bullshit, bro. I'm talking about Dan Mills, right?
He thought
say that shit.
Like Jabari Smith was reading text messages like, you know what? I have been playing like an R word. Like, come on, bro.
Nah, I'm trolling. But on a serious note, from the vantage point of the Rockets, bro, I think that's going to be something they probably talk to the team about, probably sat everybody down. Kev probably said what he said, probably tried to hash it out. If it worked, who knows? We're not in that locker room. But going forward, I don't think that you trade for Kevin Durant. And for something like this, I don't know if the Rockets are going to be comfortable just packing him up and just being like, all right, bro, forget it. We just going to wash our hands. Because that's like, That's the type of shit that will get a GM fired. You bring him here, he does something, and then we just let him go. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
know.
Shout out to Draymond. You was
I'm
right,
so
Draymond.
serious.
You saw it first, Draymond. You was right.
I'm so serious, bro. I would rather you call me a bitch straight to my face than you do what he did. Like I
Yeah,
think
bro.
that's
Come on,
just
bro.
like
Come on,
I'm
bro.
so serious because it's just like for you to just, and I know like it sounds like some small stuff, but like why would I want to work with somebody who just wants to play basketball, but then just talking shit behind my back on burner accounts?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
weak ass,
mean?
man.
Like, and even if it's true, right? Even if some of that stuff is true, my nigga, like that's still lame as shit. So me personally, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to see your face. You know, you could talk about, like well, let's put this behind us, stuff like that. No, bro, like this is supposed to be a partnership. And I feel like I can't trust you anymore. So, and I know it might get the GM fired, stuff like this, but the team is at turmoil. They probably won't be able to work in unison ever again because of this BS, and that's because of Kevin Durant. And I would much rather just basically move on with somebody else. Try to go get a young star that fits better with this roster, and just get rid of that cancer. Because let's be real, Kevin Durant is a cancer. He's been a cancer. He's ruined every team that he's been a part of. It's true. It's true. He is a legitimate cancer. I'm done playing nice. He's a Cole Hooper. He's a cancer.
Hey, look. Minus now. Look. Two things. Minus OKC and minus Warriors.
OKC.
No, wait. Let me finish. Minus OKC and minus the Warriors for me. But I'm with you. I would much rather have a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, like who? Yeah, we know Michael and Kobe shitting on niggas in practice. Like I'm telling you to your face, you ain't shit. Than to have a nigga to do that behind me. I would much rather you Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Tell me I'm that shit. Too. Hey, punk bitch, all that shit. Talk to me like that when we in practice face to face. Well, I know, all right, this nigga, he told me I suck every day. I'm trying to prove this nigga wrong. Then to do it behind my back. But again, for me, minus OKC and the OKC Thunder and the Warriors. From that moment on, I might get the Nets. I understand COVID happened and shit like that. But the Suns and then this Rockets team, bro, move around with the Kevin Durant shit.
This nigga, he been showing his ass throughout the years, though. So it's like, I'm not surprised.
Wait, what'd you say?
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, KD he been showing his ass for years, so I'm not surprised. Like I said, that may suck for the locker room. I'm personally not surprised, but to let KD walk or to just throw it out, I just don't think it's a realistic thing that they would do. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if it really did mess up the locker room to that extent. So who knows?
What you about to say though, Wes? You said you better ask or something.
I see an underwhelming team, and who also just like, bro, they lost their best player. If Durant, with everything that happened, if Durant is fully healthy coming into the series, the Rockets win the series.
That ain't guaranteed neither, honestly.
That's not guaranteed, bro.
The Rockets win the series, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, bro. They won 2 games without Durant after being down 3-0. And it wasn't just desperation. Like, no, they thoroughly outplayed them. And they should have been up 3-2 in this series.
But does
Jabari Smith being stupid and Reed being a punk from winning game 3, being up 3-2 and going to a game 7 as opposed, like, legitimately, like they were this close to winning 3 games in this series without their very best player.
Hey man, what if?
So you think Ime changes the double team on Kevin Durant? How bad he is in the double team?
I think they win games with Durant because with a fully healthy Durant, the same way they won without Durant on the court at all. And the same when they should have like won 3 games. And granted, the Rockets are stupid. So they cost the game. Like, yeah, they choked away.
He said Reed being a punk. It's hilarious.
But I'm just saying, bro, like the Rockets, if Durant was healthy, they win the series. And I think that all the little cancer shit, like maybe, you all feel how you feel about it. It is what it is. But I don't think that was going to keep them from reaching a ceiling that they could have reached. Like, their ceiling was going to be the second round. They were going to lose in the second round, no matter what. And they unfortunately lost in the first because Durant died. He bumped knees in practice and his ankle is like. I just think that it's not that it's not a valuable talking point because it is like, and that's why like I think this is very good for the episode. But when I evaluate the Rockets, bro, they're just not that good, and they're overachievers. And I think that they have a fan base that has so many high expectations, and they're yearning for more, and their franchise is yearning for more. So it's like, we gotta get something, but nigga, they're not that good, and they shouldn't be here anyway. They're not that good. They were never supposed to be a championship team. Niggas punted on a fourth year player for a 37-year-old. They got what they deserve, bruh.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Any more last conversations before we get to the last two, James?
Nah, man, I'm trying to
Well,
talk
last
about
three.
Russ, you hadn't spoke this whole segment. Well, how you feeling?
I don't got much positive to say about the Rockets because I think it's a flawed team from the ground up. It worked because they were able to game the system with the rebounding, controlling the possession battle. It's the other aspect of basketball. Shout out to the threes, but also controlling the possession battle is basketball, and it's important. He who controls the rebounds controls the game. But on one hand, you have a flawed offense with Shingun, who can't really shoot, who I could argue his playmaking is a little overrated because usually when he's actually turning his back and getting downhill, not really downhill, he's really just doing four spins to get down there and using the body or maybe even slightly foul baiting a little bit. He's not really looking to play make for the
Throwing
entire team.
ass.
He's looking to get somewhere within the elbow and put a shot up. Every now and then he'll do a little dump off.
What we talking about?
Shingo. I'm going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can tear the whole team up at once. Amin, I love Amin, but he does have some obvious flaws offensively in his game. He's more of a second side closeout attacker. He's not going to be your initial playmaker. That's not what he is. He's not that initial table setter like Luka or Cade or Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know if he'll ever be that. With all due respect, even if he reaches his potential. Like I said, he's more about attacking the closeouts, attacking the weaknesses in the defense that get poked out from an already better offensive threat. And then you have Reed Shepard, who, just like Shingun, is a defensive liability. So when it comes to setting up a lineup, you either have to choose, you buy in on this supersized defensive lineup that can get a bunch of offensive rebounds with no shooting and no playmaking, or you start mixing in a little bit of the playmaking and the offensive ability of Reed Shepard and Shingun, and either way you suffer. And I thought that maybe Ime could make a better defense with another year of Shingun, learning him as a player, and then another year of Reed Shepard, learning him as a player, and also him developing. And honestly, he got better. Reed Shepard got better at everything. Does that mean he's even a good backup? I think he's a decent backup when it comes to the point guard position. He's decent. But from the ground up, this team is flawed. I think even from the coaching and from the personnel on the court. They should be the team that should look to right their wrongs with a trade to go back to Young, which does mean getting rid of Kevin Durant. But they never should have traded for him to begin with. Even if they were getting rid of Jalen Green, it shouldn't have been for 37-year-old Wayne.
I'm with Wes. You had something going with that young core you had. I would have just kept Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, bro. Like, goddamn, you get Gobi, stop. Because you niggas, you know why I hate that type of talk. Because you're a fucking OKC fan, and you niggas waited it out. Like, you niggas didn't say, hey, like, again, getting rid of Josh Giddey, understandable, but Josh Giddey wasn't Jalen Green. So, like, okay, cool. Like, y'all didn't say, hey, man, J-Dub had a terrible series when we played against the Mavs. We need to get up off him. Like, bro,
That's different, bro.
Give it another year or so, see what it does, figure it out. What's different because Jalen Green was an all-star level player last year. So goddamn, now let's get rid of him.
Like, bro, me and Dom are the biggest Jalen Green fans here. I love Jalen Green. He was not an all-star caliber player last year. And on top of that, like, but you have a decent argument leading into the all-star break because he and Sengun were very nip and tuck going into the all-star break. I can say that in terms of their overall like effectiveness in terms of scoring the basketball. But Sengun was a way better defender last year than he was this year, and he had Jalen Green beating that. Like, he was a more impactful player. But to the point, the thing is, J-Dub has shown us he was a really, 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 really impactful two-way player. Jalen Green had never shown that. J-Dub has shown us he was an efficient basketball player. I love Jalen Green. He had never shown that. He had never shown that. So it's not the same. I still think I agree with your take early on. Maybe I don't have a problem with them moving him. I'm not moving him for Durant when I felt like they didn't have a championship window. I didn't think they had real championship aspirations. So I thought that was a little odd. But them moving Jalen Green, I'm not mad at it. Like
I just don't. It's the
he
same
averaged
thing.
11 points in the fucking bro. He's the sole reason they lost that series last year.
He
Yeah,
was
I got
so
you.
bad.
But it's the same
So
reason.
bad.
I get you, but it's the same reason. And I think again, sometimes with you go, but you be so. I get it, bro. You got a good situation going over there. OKC, that you kind of get so cocky because everybody ain't like that. But my problem with it is again, I think with Jalen Green, you finally it's the same conversation niggas is having about getting rid of JB after what he's done with Detroit. My problem is okay, you had Jalen Green, you had Dylan Brooks, you niggas were literally a second seed last year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Second seed, right?
Yeah, overachieved.
We were first.
First, okay, cool. You was
I think he's talking about the Rockets.
Houston.
Oh, yeah. I think the Rockets were second.
Yeah. You were a second seed last. You were a second seed last year. So now, mind you, coming from the fact that Rockets were terrible for a while, you were a second. We talk about the John Wall era, the Kevin Porter Jr. era. So you were a second seed last year. Okay, cool. Now we making progress. We had FDOT had this conversation. We do this shit. We're like, okay, we making some progress. Now we want to just throw it apart. Hey, bro, give it this year. If y'all were bad this year, now make trades this upcoming year. You niggas had a good season and immediately went go for Kevin Durant. Like, bro, goddamn, y'all just started to figure it out a little bit. Let's kind of see what this is a little bit. Let's see what this is a little bit. We just was a number 2 seed. Now we getting rid of shit. Damn. Let's see what the fuck we going with this.
Maybe Kevin Durant wasn't the guy, but like, bro, we gotta stop acting like because Jalen Green, bro, he been in the league for 4 years. Yes, he's improved at certain things incrementally. Like I think,
and it was bad situations. Please talk about context.
Yeah, no. You're right. It was bad.
Bad coaching.
but like, we're not gonna act like his improvement was nothing to be proud of. I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? As a scorer, he's always been like an inconsistent scorer, right? He's never found his jump shot since he's entered the league, right? Like he's always been an inconsistent shooter. There was nothing that he ever did consistently. Yes, I understand he was not in the greatest situation, but when I'm looking at star players, when I'm looking at guys that I want to build around, they, no matter what situation they're in, they're going to be able to provide me something consistently. And that's something that he just has not been able to show me since he's entered the league. And he's been given all the opportunity to do so. So, like, that is my thing when I see him. It's like looking at Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham, bro, was in an awful situation in Detroit. But I never said, hey, bro, Pistons, give up on him. Because I saw Cade Cunningham, there was something with his playmaking. There was something with his ability to get to the rim. There was something with him being a big, versatile guard that was already there. Yes, he was kind of.
Right, look.
Yeah, like you just. I think I'm with Wes. We have
through his first 3 years, he was a better player than Jalen Green, but he was shit too, bro.
Thank you, bro.
He was improving.
And he was shit because he had
a way quicker rate, was he not?
He had a bad situation, but you gotta understand.
Between Cade and Jalen Green is the position they play and the skill sets they had for sure. But I would argue like Jalen Green was in such a bad. He has his own issues. I'm not trying to, give him any passes, but he really didn't. I'm sorry, Brad. His first year in the NBA was under Ime. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, Brad. That was his first professional year, Brad. And I think that it really can't be argued, Brad. Like he played under Kevin Silas. They legitimately if you listen to the players alone,
they're bullshitting, weren't they?
Silas was crazy.
The first two seasons, Wes, we speaking the same language. The first 2 seasons of Cade is me with a bunch of fucking knuckleheads around with here, and we trying to figure it the fuck out. And we literally in this locker room freestyling. The moment Ime gets there and we get a Van Fleet, we get a Dylan Brooks. Okay, now we getting some maturity around here. Things were starting to change. So okay, yeah, splits ain't been better, but they were better than they were the year before. They were better than they were the year before. Okay, they get a little better. And not to mention, Jalen Green was a nigga that Something we can't say about a lot of our young stars, giving you 82 game seasons, playing basketball all year. And again,
man.
again, the moment the tide starts to change a little bit, Gobi, a little bit, we're second in the fucking West. No one expecting this. We decide to blow it all up. We get rid of Dylan Brooks, who was the heart and soul of the team for most of the fucking team for most of the time last year, and then we get rid of Jalen Green, our young upcoming, whatever you want to call him, star, maybe future all-star guy, and we decide we're gonna hold up, and we decide we're gonna go get Kevin Durant. We're going to put our faith in Kevin Durant and Sengun. We're going to get rid of Cam Whitmore. We're going to not play Reed Shepard. Didn't want to give him minutes in the like. Come on, bro. This was just bad all around, bro. Like I would have much rather. If we're going one of the two, either keep Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, or go trade for Kevin Durant. Fuck what you talking about, Gobi. I'll keep Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks before I go get Kevin Durant.
Okay. I would be fine if you kept them because that makes sense. Keeping them instead of Kevin Durant, I'm cool with that because we all know Kevin Durant is a team killer and a loser. I'm fine with that. But like I'm talking about. For talent, I'm not going to blame them for that because, bro, getting off Jalen Green, who, in my opinion, bad contract, bad basketball player for Kevin Durant, I see it. He is at this point, bro.
I call everybody bad basketball players, bro.
Okay, he's not a bad basketball player, but he is a six-man on a real team. I don't think he is a starting shooting guard. I think he's a six-man because he does not provide you something consistently. And we're going to see this because he's going to continue to be the same player that he was in a Houston jersey throughout the rest of his career. And when that happens,
go Bills. The mid range improved. The defense improved. These are two pivotal improvements for his game. He improved as a defender, improved as a mid range shooter, which I think gave him a more reliable offensive game. And really, in our series, bro,
he's been slightly better getting to the cup.
His issue was something that he struggled with his whole career: his inconsistent three ball. But that's something that I'm not. He got to the rim at a good rate to me, and he scored in the mid-range at a good rate to me. I think he showed real signs of improvement and things that he got stronger this year. He did a lot of good things this offseason, bro. And
thank you.
I don't know.
He's going to have to be exponentially good at those other things for him to, like, pick up the slack of his, like, inability to consistently score the basketball. And, you know, that's the thing. That's why I've always been so mad at Jalen Green. Is because the one thing that he came into the league for, he's not good at. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, he should have been 28 points per game by now. Yeah.
I'm not asking for 28. I'm not.
But everybody can't be at, so I understand that.
I'm not even asking for that. I'm not asking for 28, bro. I'm not even asking for 25. I'm asking for 23 on league average shooting. He can't do that.
You want him to be 23 on 38% from three and at least 45, 47% field goal percentage.
I want him to be 45.
If he stays in
36.
Phoenix, he's doing that shit next year. If he stays healthy, stays in Phoenix, he's doing that shit next year.
I think so too.
He won't.
That's a hot take from my
Dom, I'll put 20 on that. He won't.
So Dom, real quick. I want you to say it completely. Dom, so I can clip it up, Dom. Say it completely.
What?
Make that statement, but complete it. I want to clip it up.
Oh, yeah. If Jalen Green stays with the Phoenix Suns, they keep this roster, obviously upgrade incremental little things. He has a full healthy season where he's not in and out with a hamstring. I'm stamping that Jalen Green average from 23 to 25 points next year. Stamping it.
Shoot percentages?
On league average, true shoot.
Yeah, I'm taking it, bro. I'm taking it. I'm rolling. I seen enough this year, man.
My nigga's gonna be at least -2, bro. He gonna be -2.
You said what?
Me.
I said my nigga's gonna be at least -2.
I'm sorry. I seen enough.
He's gonna be -4, and they're gonna be blaming Jordan Ott. He's not using him right. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well,
I ain't gonna hold you. Last thing I said on this segment, he averaged 25. I don't give a fuck about being -2, bro. We won. He averaged 25. We won, bro. I'm sorry, bro. We won.
We're doing the plus minus.
If he averaging
and go minus,
and Gobi just for the GP, I bet you a 50 piece. 23 to 25, 40. I'm gonna get 47 or better from the 3-point line, 45 or better from field goal percentage.
47 from
No,
you meant 37.
No.
37. 37. 37 plus from 3, 45 plus field goal
Bet.
percentage.
I'm gonna tell you right
I
now,
bet you
bro.
80, 80 plus from free throw. So he gonna be 45, 37, 80, and then 23, 25 points a
I
game.
bet you a
He
50
gonna
ball on
sit
that, bro.
between 34 and
Bet.
36 from
He
three.
gonna
bro.
be 33.
I'm gonna go. I would
He's
say.
not gonna shoot 37%.
I would say 44, 36.
I lose the 50.
80,
It'll make the game more fun to watch next year.
Yeah, you might as well just sell me that money right now, man. Don't even worry about it, bro.
All right, we'll see.
Player.
Let's
think
knock
they-
these next two games out before we get to the very last game. So the
44,
Toronto Raptors
35,
defeat the Cavaliers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 112-110. This was a shit show game. Evan Mobley led the team in scoring, 26 points, 14 rebounds, 9 for 15. Donovan Mitchell did what he does normally, put up 26 shots, only make 11 of them for 24 points. Yeah, he's been bad this series. James Harden led the team in minutes, 44 minutes, 16 points, 5 for 14. Going on to the Raptors, you had Scotty Barnes led the team in scoring 25 points, 11 for 21, 7 rebounds, 14 assists. That's a playmaker. RJ Barrett, who's been pretty good in this series, 24 points, 8 for 21, 4 for 12. And then, surprisingly, my guy, Jacoby Walter, 24 points, 4 for 9 from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 0 assists. Yeah, man. It's a game 7, man. There's 3 game 7s in the East. We'll get to the last game before I gotta bash Jokic in before this is over with. We ain't gotta stay on this too long, man. How we feel about this Raptors and Cavaliers series?
Man, first off, bro, I'm gonna give a shout out to Evan Mobley because he hooped. I don't care if he got gamed, throated. He still did his thing, played really good defense. Really, this nigga tweaking. Pause. Okay, listen. He hooped. He hooped though, right?
We do not condone none of that.
He did his thing.
He should not have been the person they made that last play call for. Evan Mobley ISO 3 is not the shot we need to go for.
I would much rather him get the shot than a guy like Donovan Mitchell, who I just want to say this right now. I already know how it's gonna go.
There was plenty of clock for better offense than Evan Mobley ISO 3.
D-Mitch,
plenty of clock.
He will never get slander. He will never get slander for the way he performed this series. And that's just a constant thing with D-Mitch's career. When he underperforms, bro, nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. And that's because that just goes to show you, bro, he's not on the level of where people put him at. He's not a top 10 player, not a top 15 player. Like, I'm just speechless by how bad he's playing.
He shot so many hero ball shots at the end of the game in the fourth and in the overtime, bro. Like, Jesus
He's
Christ,
bullshitting.
bro. That step back 3 is not hitting, bro. You're putting your team in bad position, bro. That step back 3 or that transition 3 he shoots, it puts them in such bad position off defensively because the way the Raptors want to play, they want to play fast because they have a bunch of young guys who can move. And him shooting bad transition 3-pointers, bro, it literally puts the Rockets, the Cavs in bad position defensively on the other end, bro, but they can't set the defense up. He does it too many times during the game, bro.
That tattoo's so damn cool, Russ. I'm sorry. No glade. That tattoo hard as fuck. I keep seeing that shit. I was like, yeah, shit. You make me want to get a sleeve. Boy, nah, real shit.
Niggas compliment a nigga tattoo. Go ahead, man.
Sure as fuck.
What was not cool though is the fact that James Harden keeps routinely getting slandered, but they played better while he was out there though. They have their best play, arguably even defensively when he's out there too. And nobody's saying James Harden is a great defender, but he hasn't been bad for about a year and a half. And we know that they get into their best sets with him on the court. He's rebounding the ball. He's doing little stuff on the court with him, and he played the most minutes. So for him to play the most minutes, but they had their best minutes with him out on the court.
Well, respectfully,
this was the issue. But I don't think Mobley played the best. I don't think he played terrible by a long shot, but I think there were a lot of spots where Mobley could have been better.
Well, respectfully, shout out to the Sixers for getting rid of him because what Tyrese Maxey did in the last 3 minutes of the game, James Harden could never.
They didn't. First off, they didn't get rid of him. No, somebody left because Daryl Morey's a liar.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a whole bean.
Yo, he really blew up some random.
Yeah, the same Daryl Morey that let you do whatever the fuck you wanted to do in Houston. The same Daryl Morey that literally treated you. The same Daryl Morey that literally treated you like a son. The same Daryl Morey that lets you do whatever the fuck you want to do in Houston. The same Daryl Morey that believed in you to get you from OKC Thunder, make you a franchise nigga who niggas would say that he's better than D Wade at shooting guard. Like that same Daryl Morey. Oh, he lied to you, and now your feelings hurt. But nigga, I've given you so much. But it's like anything in society.
Yes.
I can tell you yes 1,000 times. The moment I tell you no, I'm a bad guy. Yeah, I know.
No, we're not doing that.
Told him yes.
Let's not get off on that.
James Harden deserves to be lied to. What are we talking about?
What?
Let's have a conversation.
Oh my God.
Fuck James Harden. Are we being for real? Y'all being for real? If anybody deserves a lot of James Harden, it's Daryl fucking Murray.
No,
I think I've given you everything.
Yo,
That nigga said he deserved to be lied to. Is crazy.
Daryl Morey a horrible nigga, bro.
What?
Come on, man.
Dom, if every time you ask me for money, I give you money, and then the one time you be like, Earl, can I hold something?
Oh,
and
he
I
didn't
say,
give him money.
look, I give you money, I give you money.
Doing.
Hold up, no.
He said he gave him money like he was motherfucking.
No, hear what I'm saying. Again, let me finish. It's an analogy. If I'm giving somebody money, and then you say, hey, dog, can I hold some on Friday? I ain't gonna have it Friday, but I give it to you till Monday. Monday, hold up, let me finish then. Monday come around, I don't pay you. So now you like, this nigga lied to me. So what, nigga? So what? I literally, bro, like Daryl Morey is the reason why James Harden was able to do the fuck he want. The strip club king in Houston, my man. I lied to you. I don't have no sympathy for
That's
James
not the
Harden.
reason. Him dropping 36 a year for an entire year is the reason why he was allowed to do what he wanted to do. What the fuck? You talking about Daryl Morey?
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing right now. Like he literally was working for his bread. This is like
Yeah,
your boss
dropping
man not gonna
36.
pay you after you went crazy.
Only thing Daryl Morey gets credit for is identifying, Harden is the goods. And Harden just he took it to another level.
There are a lot of stars.
Morey didn't think he was gonna be this good.
There are a lot of stars, and this is where y'all so fucking mad. This is where y'all like losers. But I can't say that because you niggas are OKC fans now. You niggas win. So, yeah. Here's my problem with James Harden, right? James Harden, yeah, you're right. He averaged 36 a game. Yeah, you're totally right. But the nigga didn't have winning mentality a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't doing the extra work and things of that nature. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. He was dropping 36. He was dropping 36 a game. He would put, but yeah, he wasn't winning nothing, right?
This nigga lied.
Let me finish.
Just because drinking Hennessy doesn't mean he doesn't like to work.
Just because you're averaging 36 don't make you a nigga that can do what the fuck you want to do. Because there are a lot of niggas who average almost 30 points and don't do what the fuck they want to do. They still come to work every fucking day. They still there's Kobe, there's Steph Curry, there's LeBron Jameses. Like
tell me, nigga who averaged 36.
Curry wanted to go out, the Warriors wouldn't say, "Oh, Curry, you can't do this." Like every
Curry
player,
man, that nigga Dennis Rodman was at WWE. Nigga, what are we talking about?
You didn't have to worry about Dennis Rodman dropping 36 though.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he dropped 30.
Dennis Rodman is in no way, shape, form, or fashion a better player than.
That's what I'm saying. And he at WWE, bro. Like
that's cool.
Jordan was gambling after every game. He
dropped
cool. Like no funny.
30, you're right. 36 a game. 36 a game and no ring to show for it.
We all know the scandal, bro. We know the scandal. David Stern made that nigga sit down, bro. That's how bad he was in this, bro. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. But I mean, I will say on a serious note, Harden has been their best player this series. So I don't want to do too much on Harden, regardless, because it's like he's done his job.
You think he's been their best player in the series, for real?
He's been their best player, the Cavs.
Best player.
Scotty Barnes has been the best player in the series in totality.
Magic Johnson?
I'm weak, but yeah, Harden's been their best player, and Donovan Mitchell has been, oh my God, it's so underwhelming, bro. So bad. Evan Mobley, huge fan, very underwhelming.
What?
He has been very underwhelming. He had three of the 6 games, he's been nothing.
And then he's gotten outplayed in 2 games by CDM. I ain't gonna lie to you.
In the other 3, he was amazing, but or really good. I'll say. I won't say amazing. He was amazing in 2, I would say, and then in I'll say he was awful in 2. He was amazing in 2, and he was like okay in the other 2. I'll say. So like he hasn't been anything to write home about.
He Evan Mobley doing his thing. I wouldn't even look at him. He making
Man,
threes.
you just
too,
like
bro.
Evan Mobley, bro. That's not
Yeah,
true.
you're right. I'm Twig Big Nation, baby. Come on
And
now.
I'm a fan too, but
Nah, bro. I think he's been solid. I think like he had 2 awful games, but besides those 2 awful games, like games 3 and 4 were awful. I think the other games he played pretty solid ball, and I think like he's still doing his thing defensively, stuff like that. Obviously, CMB is killing that entire team, but I don't think it's really just him. I think it's the fact that, like, let's just be honest. When you have that trash of a point of attack defense, it's going to be very hard for your big men to rebound because they're contesting basically all the shots. And that means that guys like Donovan Mitchell, guys like all their guards, their wings, they're going to have to crash the glass. And, Donovan Mitchell don't rebound. Donovan Mitchell is CJ McCollum, so he doesn't do anything but shut shots. And
But Kobe, this isn't exactly the most robust offense, and I'm being very nice putting it that way. This is the Toronto Raptors. This is probably their best offensive game the entire series right here. And
no, it's not. Wait, is it? Was it?
no.
It might actually. It might actually.
Their best offensive game was game 3, in my opinion.
Like I said, for them to be able to make clutch shots here at the end, I gotta value that, especially for a team like Toronto that isn't able to get a lot of good offense going. I mean, you can call it luck with the RJ Barrett shot, but even outside of that, they were able to get downhill and get some buckets. They were to score in the mid range. Shout out to Scotty Barnes hooping, and I think a lot of Scotty Barnes possessions didn't look very well, but he did enough to get them to win. He played extremely well in that game.
They need Emmanuel Quickly's playmaking though.
I didn't even care about him.
That's what
Scotty
this series
Barnes
is telling me.
It's Scotty Barnes. I'm so serious when I say this, bro. He legitimately looks like Magic Johnson out there, bro. I'm not even joking. Like, I've never seen. He's passing. I'm so serious. He's passing so well right now, bro.
He played it well. I didn't like some of his shot selection. He had one floater. At the nail. It was terrible. But
you need to figure out the scoring stuff, bro. But like when the passing stuff, bro, is crazy. That dunk he had on Jarrett Allen.
Respectfully, though, if Magic Johnson played Scotty Barnes defense, he'd be top 3 all time.
I mean, some people already got him there, but
yeah, Magic he's not far from it if he isn't.
Scotty, yeah, but he had it. Scotty Barnes, he gained a lot of respect for me from this series. Really, yeah, because like originally I thought his leap was fake, like years ago when he was making those jump shots and shit like that. But this is the leap that I wanted to see, like the playmaking and the rim scoring, stuff like that, transition scoring. Just take a leap, and him being this good of a passer, it just changes the outlook completely for like this Raptors team and like how they should rebuild. I want to give a huge shout out to RJ as well because RJ's been hooping. He's been doing his thing, bro. Like a lot of people get on him, but he had a Kawhi shot. He's been basically their best half court scorer. He deserves a lot of love too.
No, basically about it. He has been what Brandon Ingram was supposed to be. But I'm gonna give my dog a pass because
Brandon Ingram been dragging him down all series, man.
Yeah, but he hurt, man. He
was playing. We
he came into the series hurt, which it was underreported. They didn't report on it until he actually got hurt in that game, and then they were like, "Yo, he's been dealing with this the whole coming into the series." So I'll give him a little pass. And to be real for Ingram,
he's been carrying him offensively all season. Wes, they being nasty now. He was carrying him all season offensively.
No, he wasn't. I mean, carrying.
Okay, strong, maybe carry's too strong, but he was the best offensive player for them this season.
He was their best offensive player.
He's just the best mid-range scorer.
No, he wasn't.
Best mid-range scorer. That's it.
Yes, he was.
Oh, yeah. How was he not? Scotty Barnes was a better offensive player than Brandon Ingram this year.
For the duration of the season,
yes.
No, he wasn't.
Probably the last 10 games or last month because Scotty was struggling the last month. But
it's not just that though.
No.
At their best, Brandon Ingram, excuse me, because his scoring value, he just peaked so much higher. Because Ingram at his best, I'm saying as a scorer, not as an offensive player, but he peaked much higher as a scorer.
For sure.
So I don't know. I understand Scotty though. I'm not mad at anybody who would say, "Yo, Scotty was their best offensive player." I think Scotty was
DeRozan.
by far their best player for the season,
Mhm.
for the duration of the season. But I felt like Ingram was really their go-to guy. But either way, hopefully he can play in Game 7. I expect the Cavs to hold serve. I picked the Cavs in 7 coming into the series. Had I known Brandon Ingram and IQ were going to be hurt, I wouldn't have said it would have gotten this far. So I feel bad for the Raptors. Hopefully they, can win. I'm rooting for the Raptors because to be real, I think they win the series if they're fully healthy. So,
The Cavs
Oh
could
yeah,
be
well I
ashamed
ain't gonna
of
lie, they might
themselves.
win it. If you telling me you give me a healthy Brandon Ingram and a healthy man quickly, they probably win in 6, brother. The Cavs have been soft
No, they don't.
since Donovan Mitchell touched the team. I'm be honest with you, bro. That's a soft ass team, bro. They just
Hey, I
soft.
called it. They should have kept Sexton. I called it. Let's go,
So
baby.
soft.
I told y'all,
Sexton was
man.
gonna be the needle mover. Okay.
Just soft.
Hey, listen, y'all. The same thing y'all were doing with Jalen Green. This is my Jalen Green, man.
You
Listen,
get
'cause I
physical
told-
with the Cavs, bro. They give up, bro. I promise you, bro.
Yeah.
They really do give up.
Jarrett Allen kind of weak. Although his rim protection has been really good these play, I can't lie. His rim protection has been crazy. Like the other stuff offensively, things like that on the glass, I don't think he's done a good enough job. Now it's not completely his fault, but like I said, he got to be better. I just think there's a lot of flaws in the Cavs roster that we just did not bring up, did not think about. And I also think just Donovan Mitchell, man. If the Cavs truly want to win, they're gonna have to find a number 1 option because I don't think Donovan Mitchell is that guy. So
I don't. You be kind of go be. If you want to say the Cavs probably can't win with Donovan Mitchell being the star, maybe even that's a little nasty talk. But
how?
Donovan Mitchell is one of the best scorers in the NBA. And if there ain't many options out there, bro. So even if you trade Donovan Mitchell for if you swap him, not trade him, if you swap him for a Devin Booker, there's not many options you can say okay, would this team be better if you swap Donovan Mitchell for Kate Cunningham?
Yes.
But that's my thing. You won't be able to get those guys. So realistically, who you getting? If you get rid of Donovan Mitchell, who you getting to replace Donovan Mitchell? Who's gonna be better than him?
You'd have to find
That
out.
makes sense.
Maybe a little bit more depth. Maybe you take a leap year and you try to find out what you have in guys like Evan Mobley by giving him a little bit more leeway. But I just don't think you can win with Donovan Mitchell at the helm because he keeps showing come playoff time. And I'm not saying he's some awful playoff performer, but I feel like he's a ball hog. I feel like he does hurt his team's offenses because of the amount of time that he is chucking, right?
Sure.
And we saw it in the Pacers series. Yeah, he was scoring a lot of points. I'm not going to completely blame him for
with the
losing.
mountain or nothing.
So, but he wasn't getting other players involved. And there's a reason why the Cavs also had their best offense last season when he had his worst statistical output because everybody was getting involved. It was just him holding onto the ball in the playoffs, and it hurt the team. So I think they need to get somebody else at the helm, bro. He's not their number 1 option, at all.
Predictions.
I'm not tired of this roster though. I'm sick.
Bro, I've been tired of the Cavs roster for 2 years now, bro.
They need to move Evan Mobley to the 5, man.
Going to
I
different.
like Evan Mobley as a 5, but
Yeah, I'm cool with Evan at the 5. Get a power forward who can score the
Wait, what you
basketball.
say,
if they
dog?
can get Booker, I would love that. They could actually get
I'm
Booker.
tired of the Cavs, bro. They got me out here looking crazy, bro. I'm tired of the Cavs.
How you look crazy?
That ain't gonna lie, that Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, that shit
Air
been
ball.
ran this course. That shit been ran this course. Move, get something different now. Get a power forward who can actually score. Jesus Christ, let Evan Mobley be a rim protector, a rim runner, all that. Move Jarrett Allen out of the way and try to get a power forward in that slot that can actually score the ball. Jesus Christ.
I think what hurts them also is the fact that
Who's the power forward?
who's the power forward?
Yeah, who's the power
Shit.
forward?
Niggas talk about y'all keep bringing up
You gonna laugh at me when I say it. Lord
Zion, but shit, maybe Zion be better over there. Shit.
Lord Markkinen.
That wouldn't be bad, but they might be good. That would be a good,
can't get
actual
him.
good pickup.
I
But
don't know which answer was more insulting. The motherfucker they traded Or the person that was just
That's why.
and now they actually might be trying to compete next year, by the way, too. The Jazz probably don't have no plans of making no more deals.
Oh, the Jazz are gonna be a 50-win team next year, 55-win team, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be good.
That might be a bit far.
Hey, clip that up too. Make sure you
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a bit far.
One more time, go, but just to be sure.
Nah, the Utah Jazz are gonna be a 55-win team next year.
Is that with them getting AJ Devonsta? Is that what you're saying? Is that the caveat?
Yeah. Oh, even if they don't get them, they're gonna be a good team. Like regardless, bro. That team is that team is stacked. Like they're stacked.
That team is really good. They're not winning 50 games.
They're good.
Winning
50
No.
games.
55.
He's gonna be the first person to blame Triple J
I thought he said
and Laurie Markkinen when it don't work out defensively.
It's gonna work out. Trust.
He's gonna be the first one.
They have like the
nah,
triple rim
they have
protection.
Keontae George on the perimeter. Like Ace is
And
solid.
yeah, that's worse.
But come
That's
on,
the worst
man.
thing
Like,
that they got on him. He is one of the worst defenders in the league.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, we spoke about the Suns needing a point guard or the Rockets needing a point guard. Hey, man, if I'm a team need a point guard, I am trying to see what niggas want for Isaiah Collier. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You can't have all these goddamn.
He's
point guards.
untradeable. He's not getting traded.
Oh my God, you can't have all these point guards, Wes. You got to get something up there. Give me
They have
something.
two. They really only have one. George.
Both of them are starters though in this league, so I ain't gonna lie to
Westbrook
you.
with no vert. Good.
Yeah, I don't know about starter.
Nah, he
Yeah,
is Smith. Isaiah Collier is Ish Smith, bro. He's so fast. He's like a fast ass player. I can't lie. He's cold. He's a little bit cold.
We not too much more on the Raptors, man. Let's move on to the Detroit team.
Hold on,
Detroit.
Did y'all pick on the record?
Oh yeah. I want to actually pick on who gonna win this game. Sorry about that. That's what I've been to say before Gobi stopped me. Who do we have winning Game 7?
I already said Cavs. I just wanted to make sure we got the fellas.
Oh yeah, it is good.
Okay. It would be Raptors one, but I'm gonna go Cavs.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the Cavs.
Go Bells.
The Raptors are gonna win this one, man.
Go Bills,
I can smell it.
Go Bills is where he's online. He like go for the mean.
I had to look towards the heavens. I had to look towards the heavens. What? Because I already know James Harden's about to disappoint.
Your grandmother is. She know you over there.
No, have you, Russ? Have you seen that meme? When they were talking about baseball, and he was like, "Boy, I had to look towards the heavens, ask for forgiveness for the performance that he put out."
Go Bear always trying to steal my shine. I'm definitely going with the Raptors too. It is more so the fact that I think whoever wins this series gets washed next round. But for me, I'm going with the Raptors simply because I think this is what the Cavaliers need to break that shit up. This is what they need. Sometimes when teams win, it gives them too much confidence to keep the roster that they have. I think a first round loss, 5 years of Donovan Mitchell, 4 years of Donovan Mitchell, and not doing nothing with it, they'll finally say, all right, man, I'm finna break this shit up. Thank God, because at one point in time, as a Miami Heat fan, I definitely wanted Donovan Mitchell, but hey, man.
Maybe that's who the Celtics can get. Trade for Donovan Mitchell?
No. Oh, my gosh. No. I knew you were about to say that bullshit. No.
That would be a good thing for them, bro. You tripping.
He's a better shot maker than he's a better shot creator than Jaylen Brown by far.
He's a better offensive player.
I'd rather keep Jaylen Brown.
Like I love Jaylen Brown, bro. The league might be in trouble if they get Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, bro. In trouble for a second round exit. I feel you, bro. Another 3-1 lead blown.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Ella May and Coco Jones side by side, that's gonna be like Gina and Pam. Slim. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jesus. You talking about fire on the bench. That's gonna be some fire on the bench.
Coco Jones, after they lose.
Early always gonna come out with the freakazoid tape.
Absolutely. That's gonna be fire on the bench. Arrest me, officer. So moving on, man.
Hey, get him out of here. Early, cue the lights, cue the red and blue lights. Get yourself out of here.
Oh shit, nigga, you are.
Yeah, man. I got him. Hey,
He's right here.
Arrest me, officer. Moving on. Detroit and Magic play Game 6. Detroit Pistons beat the Orlando Magic 93-79. Cade Cunningham led the team in scoring 32 points, 10 assists. 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Tobias Harris has been dropping 20 a game in this series. 7 out of 20. No one else scored in double digits other than Duncan Robinson with 14 points. And then, of course, you go to the Orlando Magic. Paolo had 17. Him and Bane were tied for 17. Paolo went 17, 10, and 6, 0 for 9 from the three-point line. I'm going to say it again. Paolo went 4 for 20, 0 for 9 from the three-point line. Desmond Bane gave you 7 for 18, 3 for 9. Only three guys on this team scored in double digits. De Silva gave you 10. The rest of this team, so I'm gonna run the numbers down. 36 minutes by Wendell Carter, only 9 points. 38 minutes by Jalen Suggs, only 7 points. 34 minutes, only 8 points from Anthony Black. At one point in time, this Orlando Magic team was up by 24 points. 22 going in the half. Early in the third, went up 24. They scored a total of 18 points in this entire second half.
Two.
Paolo was avoiding slander because his team is helping him get
19 points. I'm sorry, I missed the point. 19 points in the second half.
Paolo is skirting by. He is ducking and hiding from this slander. It's so close. That he deserves more slander than what he's gotten. I don't know how much slander he's gotten. I haven't seen enough of it on the timeline. He's had one good game this whole series, and that's that 45-point game.
0 for 9 for the three-point line. I'm pulling. I don't know if you guys ever seen Harlem Nights. I'm pulling Arsenio Hall. Don't you shoot that little shit no more.
Don't you shoot
Don't you shoot that little shit no. 0 for 9. I bet. Get your ass in the paint. Don't you shoot another
he can't score in the paint either, bro. He's with us.
But you see they lost when Desmond Bane goes cold. When Desmond Bane goes cold from shooting, that's when they're going to lose because Desmond Bane is the most consistent offensive player.
Yeah, I understand they were up by 24 points and literally only scored 19 points in the second half. I know niggas who get 19 in a quarter.
Desmond Bane shot below 40%.
They missed 24 straight field goals.
They can't get offense on the board unless he's hitting.
If I told you a team was up by 24 at one point, but that team only ended up with 79 points at the end of the game, I ain't gonna lie, this Detroit and Magic game, it is like the fucking Knicks versus the Miami Heat in the 90s or the Knicks versus the Pacers in the 90s. These are some of the nastiest games I've ever seen in my life, bro. Jesus Christ.
Hold on, these are actually worse than that. As somebody who loves 2000 ball, love defensive games, this isn't even good defense all the time. It's bad offense.
It's good defense.
It's bad offense too, though.
It's good. It's basically 04 Pistons basketball, man. This is exactly what. Yes, it is exactly what it looked like.
You're not gonna hate on Chauncey Billups or Rip Hamilton like this. I'm not going.
Yes, I am. When Chauncey Billups making those layups, I remember.
Gobi. The team that won shot 32 for 80. That's the percentage. That's the field goal percentage. 32 for 80 and 9 for 27 at the three-point line. The Magic shot 20. I mean, the Magic shot 27 for 78. Pistons. 27 for 78 and then 9 for 36. That's bad offense, bro.
I mean, but that happened in the early 2000s for the.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No floor spacing.
They were scoring 60 points on purpose.
No floor spacing at all.
These teams don't have floor space. They got Asar Thompson in the dunker spot with 3 other big men. Like, come on, bro. It's claustrophobic down there, man.
Yeah, they have scored. Both teams have scored under 100 points 3 other times in this series. Game 2 they scored. Game 3. Okay, game 2 they scored 83 to 98, and then game 4 they went 94 and 88. Yeah, man, this has been a defensive game, but I don't have faith in either one of these teams, to be honest with you, bro. Like, the Magic just suck that bad that Detroit will probably win this series. But Detroit, I don't trust Detroit at all. But then again, they play the Cavs or the Toronto Raptors next series, so they might beat them.
Remember early.
If Orlando wins, they're going home in 5.
I think so too.
The 04 Pistons came back from 3-1.
They play the Cavs. If they play the Cavs, I think Orlando go home at 6. Realistic. If they play the Raptors, Orlando could potentially win that series.
I see a universe where if Embiid can put this type of effort up, they might go to the finals, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Philly to the finals.
I'm sorry. So God can make it. If we get a Magic and Raptors series, we might lose. we might lose subscribers already. I'm probably hey, the biggest platforms might lose them. The league might lose people. The Raptors and Magic, that will be a disgusting series.
Oh, listen, the
Oh my
NBA
God.
not
Disgusting.
listen. I'm gonna be real with you.
Disgusting.
Up 24. That was the league is like, all right, man. I guess Orlando Magic gonna be in the second round. Or they gonna make sure they don't win this. I bet you they're gonna make sure it's gonna be some nasty calls. They're gonna let the
They
Detroit
don't need
Pistons
to
play.
do that. I promise
They're
you.
gonna let Detroit Pistons play some prison ball this
They do
game
not have to
7.
do
I
that.
promise you that.
They will give up 4 turnovers, or Paolo will make sure he does a turnaround fade for you that's gonna hit the side of the backboard. He'll help you out. He got you. He
Yo,
got
he has
you.
the-
He gonna
he
give
has
you
a
a
Dom,
heaviest
talk to
release.
me, man. You've been quiet, man. What you got to say, man?
He has the
Bro,
heaviest release.
I'm really like
Oh, he
I'm
said
trying to
Gob.
hold
I thought he said
myself
Gob.
back from being an asshole. I could give a fuck less about this series. I don't care who advances at this point. Both these teams is ass.
Regular weed?
Yeah, regular weed, Reggie Miller, whatever, however you want to tag it, bro. Paolo is an underwhelming performer. Shout out to Cade though. I feel like Cade been solid. I feel like he stepped up as far as him being down. Jalen Duran's been okay. Yeah, this series just isn't exciting to me. It's not really that fun to watch. It's boring basketball. That's
I
why
tell you this much. A team like Toronto defensively, they're a Cade Cunningham away. Boy, you put a Cade Cunningham on Toronto and let Scotty be his number 2? Shit.
Another team with no spacing. Great.
RJ Barrett been pretty decent.
They still don't be guarding.
You got Jacoby Walters. You got Dick on the bench.
I knew you
They
just
ain't
wanted
whipped
to
Dick
say
out.
that. You
I'm
just
just saying,
wanted
they-
to say that. You just
They
wanted
could
to
have whipped
say
Dick out. They ain't whipped Dick out yet.
Dick can't even shoot, bro.
Hey, Dick still shoot. Dick
That
still
shit
shoot. I'm
broken,
just
dog.
saying.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, man.
This shit is broken, dog.
Let's
But
lock
nah,
in.
that
Let's
nigga.
lock in.
Look, man, we gonna speak on one game in particular on Thursday, man. We ain't gonna speak on the Knicks blowing them niggas out by 60. We ain't gonna speak on that Celtics game because the Celtics already lost the series. We're gonna speak on one game in particular before we get out of here, and that's gonna be the Minnesota Timberwolves down Ayo, down Dante, defeat the Denver Nuggets in their house. Not Denver house, but Toronto's house.
I've been waiting for
110
this.
to 98. What is the conversation? Let me do the numbers.
I don't want to hear no conversation.
Let me do the numbers. Wait, let me get the numbers off. So, your man Cam Johnson had a fake game, 27 points, 8 for 15, 5 for 10 from the 3-point line. Jokic gave you 28, 9, and 10. Jamal Murray, 40 minutes, 12 points, 4 for 17. He was out there getting cardio. Only other player on this team with double-digit points was Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, let's move to the Minnesota Timberwolves, led by Kevin Durant. Jay McDaniels. 32,
better than Wayne.
13 for 25, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Then you had Rudy with 10 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 blocks. You had Julius Randle with 18 points, 6 for 17, 2 for 5 from 3-point line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Nasri had 15 points, 7 for 13, 2 for 3 from 3-point line. And then the surprise of it all, 35 minutes, 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. My guy, Mr. Terrence Shannon Jr. from Illinois. Man, the Denver Nuggets lost to Ayo list, Ant-less, Dante list, and let literally Shannon Jr. and McDaniels look like Russ and KD in 2015. How we feeling, man?
You forgot to
Hey,
mention.
look, don't you ever disrespect Russ and KD like that, bro.
They don't know.
Hey, the way Terrence Shannon Jr. was rim running, it looked West like.
Relax on Jaden McDaniels, please. That's a goat right there. But did you mention
whoever start? You start. Y'all start. I'm sitting back.
Did you mention Jokic's BMI? That fatty? Get him out of here, man. I'm tired of it. About that dude.
What was his RA and PM?
I'm tired of it, bro. I actually went into this game thinking that they were going to win, and the more and more the game went on, I was like, he's actually about to lose, and I get to have this nasty conversation. Like I cannot believe it. Like he's the gift that keeps on giving. The fact that Jaden McDaniels was able to do it on both ends, locking up Jamal Murray in a lot of spots. It didn't matter how much smaller and quicker you think Jamal Murray is. He was able to corral Jamal Murray and make him to take bad shots. I loved it. And then he was getting downhill. That floater was dropping. I loved it. Like I said, I have nothing negative to say about the Wolves at all. Sorry, I can't.
This win, like this is a ballsy win by the Wolves, bro. And for you to just go in, for you to win without your star, without your basically your entire backcourt, it's pretty impressive. I give them 100% credit. Rudy Gobert, hey man, a nigga, we gonna round up. He had a triple double. He had a triple double today, man.
We're not doing that.
Nah, we doing that, bro. 10, 13, and 8, but we rounding up to 10. He had a triple double, no turnovers. They told my boy he had no skill. They walked into this series and told him that he could not guard Nikola Jokic, that he was food to every player in the league, fake depoy. And now look at him, bro. He's about to go up against his Frenchman, and he was the best player in the series with Nikola Jokic on the other side of the floor. That's embarrassing, if you ask me. So I got to give him credit. Also, the Nuggets, bro, I can't even lie to you, bro. Incredibly disappointing season. I don't care what anybody says. Like Jokic said, our post-game interview, we're not even going to use injuries as an excuse. You can't, because a bunch of teams were injured, and the fact that you played a team without their best player and you could not win is embarrassing. The fact that Jokic took 2 shots to close the game. That's weak.
Hold on. Don't undersell it. Without their best player and 2 pivotal like role players as well.
Yep.
Big shot makers. Good defender as well in Io. Decent defender in Dante as well. Decent.
Embarrassing. Just flat out embarrassing, bro. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Scam Johnson trade looks awful. I know he hooped the last game, but he scammed the Nuggets. Christian Brown.
Hey, that's an all-time bag getter right there. I respect it. That boy swiping cars.
Hey, teach me your ways.
Hey. Christian Brown played 32 minutes and had 3 points, 1 for 4.
Ooh, that's a sweet lick right
Cardio.
Yeah, he's with us. He's with us.
That nigga had 1 rebound, 0 assists in 32 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, bro. And Jamal Murray, bro.
Yo, Bill, that's why I wouldn't be mad at Kevin Durant, nigga.
Wait, why?
I'm getting paid that much money, bro. I could give a fuck less what you talking about to put up 3 points and shit. I could give a fuck less. This nigga's getting paid to do that, bro. That is crazy.
Well, that wasn't what he did before, bro.
I mean, I think this. I'm not even a Jokic fan like that, but I do respect very good basketball players. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be like overly bashful towards Jokic. I just think this hurts this conversation as far as like being able to get further on that center list. Obviously, depends on what he does on the back end of his career. But for them to lose to this team, low key, kind of like just period, because I didn't think Anthony Edwards looked like himself even when he was playing in this series. Then they lose 2 key pivotal role players. Then they actually do lose Anthony Edwards. For you to lose this game, bro, it's bad. It looks bad. It screams we're gonna have to overhaul some stuff. We're gonna have to look ourselves in the mirror. That shit was just embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing on the Nuggets part.
What my nigga say? If we were all in Serbia, we'd be fired. Hell yeah, nigga.
Yeah. I agree. It's unfortunate. You know, I have very high expectations for Jokic. I think very highly of him. And it was just disappointing to see the series that he put forth again. Like neither time he's played the Wolves has he been best in the world level. But he was definitely better the first time. If he plays how he played the first time they faced off, they probably win this series. Mm-hmm. So it's just really disappointing to see him perform the way he did. But yeah, I do think it's time for major roster overhaul. I think he needs to sign his big contract in the offseason. I think they need to move Jamal Murray, bro. Like, don't move him for just anything, but see what his market is. I think it's time for those things. Jamal was 36% from the floor in this series, 48% true shooting, 26% 3-point shooting. Like,
He was bad.
he was so underwhelming in terms of an efficiency standpoint. And it's like he put up volume, and volume is necessary. It matters, but you gotta be effective. And he wasn't an effective scorer in this series. Jokic sucked, and the role players like bro Christian Brown, 25 per isn't too bad, So I can't call it the worst contract in the league, but my gosh, he's not a good basketball player. Like he's not
He
good.
said it's not a good contract, but he's not a good basketball player. Come on now. Which one, man? Which one?
Well, I'm
No.
saying I can't call it the worst contract in the league because it's not, but so much money. Like 25 per isn't the worst thing in the world. You have, I'm sure worse contracts in the league is
Jordan
all
Poole.
about that. But he's not a good basketball player. I don't think anybody up here would push back to that. And I just hope they figure something out because I think 15, while he owes his organization more for the way he's played in his most recent playoff series, I think they still gotta put their best foot forward, man. He's too good, too great to be bereft of talent, bereft of depth. So hopefully they figure something out. But shout out to the Wolves, man. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to Jada. Shout out to Io, Terrence Shannon, Coach Finch, that organization as a whole. Even Randall, Randall's a shit player, but he's made some huge baskets down the stretch. And again, huge shout out to Finch because he called the timeouts and he was not going to let that game get back to Denver. And I salute him for that.
Yes,
A
Randall
lot
a
of
shit
people
player,
do.
bro.
You said what, go Bells?
I can't use call Randall a shit player, bro. You're bullshitting, man.
He was 6 for 17.
I don't give a fuck.
Scored 18 points. He's a shit player.
He won the game. What he say? He won the game, nigga.
Well,
Wait, what that make Brandon Ingram?
A loser.
Brandon Ingram is hurt, but Agenda's going again. Like I have no.
Agenda's gonna check.
He said 6 for 17, so he's shit. But Brandon Ingram, okay.
I never heard
Brandon
somebody
Ingram
say
is legitimately hurt. But Brandon Ingram has played poorly as well. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you.
He's shit.
Nigga said
He's shit.
agendas are gonna
If
agenda.
Julius Randle
You are
shit, Brandon
trolling.
Ingram shit.
Okay, Brandon Ingram is shit.
I can say
I just want you, like, the guys you don't like, you represent that, and let me represent the niggas who I don't like and call them shit. Like, I don't like Julius Randle. He's shit. You don't like Brandon Ingram?
I like
shit
Brandon
too.
Ingram.
Okay,
I like
then.
I've like Brandon Ingram his whole career.
Sometimes, bro, we
Okay,
just
so
like
there's
to
no
watch
problem
bad
with
players,
that.
bro.
You can be sorry and I can still like you. You can be sorry.
That's funny as shit.
Shout out Big
No,
Glow.
you're right.
Only thing going on in his life. Shout out Big Glow.
You're right. My guilty pleasure is watching DeMar DeRozan play basketball, man. I can't lie to you, bro. That nigga,
My
he's a
guilty
loser.
pleasure.
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure.
Being DeMar DeRozan is crazy. That's disturbing. That's disturbing.
Man. He gonna beat your
It's
ass for
funny,
saying that
bro.
shit.
Like,
No, I stay with DeMar.
your favorite player, when he finally got put in this proper role, he didn't flame out, man. Salute. I like PG though, so I ain't gonna do too much, bro.
You thought all George? Yeah. My nigga showed up.
10
bro.
shots. That's a perfect spot,
Yeah.
When you give him 16, he can only come up with 2 baskets. It's funny how that goes.
Damn.
hey, yo, that was one game. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man. Come on, bro. That was one game.
PG, man.
He's a little shell shock, okay? But Rudy Gobert's impact. Come on, bro. Let's not do that, man.
Yeah, nigga, hey, yeah,
any
Yeah,
chance to get Rudy
but
to
you
glaze.
riding that Rudy Gobert
You
train.
gave him the chance to glaze Rudy there. I can't be mad at Gobby.
I'm starting to think you and Barry the same nigga. I ain't gonna lie, you just changed your voice up, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro.
What?
Only nigga I know praise Rudy Gobert as much as that is just Barry,
Nah,
nigga.
Barry likes garbage teams. Like this nigga, like chooses to watch the Golden State Warriors play basketball, bro. It's not me. I'm sorry, bro. I refuse, man.
I ain't gonna lie though, but let me ask you something. You been an OKC fan how long, Gobi?
I've been an OKC fan since what, 2012, 2013, around that range.
So you went some. So if a nigga told you choose to watch OKC, now you stick with your team. Shout out to niggas who stick with their team, even though I thought Barry was a Minnesota fan. But if you stick with your team, shout out to them niggas, man. I mean, again, every now and then, like myself, you'll find something to look forward to because it can be a sad time. You just rooting for your team and your team going through a bad batch. So every now and then, a win become along that you can root for.
But to be fair, they have a very short history and a very fortunate history.
Yeah, but honestly, bro,
Like,
this is why
they're very fortunate.
It don't rain over here too much, man.
Bro.
I mean, it don't rain.
Even what's it?
Down years
wasn't that long. Their tanky years wasn't long. And then shout out to them trading Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over there. Like
we had the only time I was truly sad was when I was forced to watch Poku. That was my least favorite prospect in the class, and it's like Sam Presti was like, "We're drafting this nigga because Gobi hates him." And I think
one of the worst. I think one of the worst drafts they ever had, where somebody was hyped up a lot, and they never lived up to it, was probably Perry Jones.
Zachary Ricochet?
I was gonna say Perry Jones III.
Oh no!
They said it was baby KD, and I believed it for like I ain't gonna lie to you, about 7 months.
You gotta go watch. You gotta go watch the background history. He actually was on the pod, so breaking down what actually happened. So it's like
I feel bad for him, bro.
I would say Mitch McGary.
But that shit happens to everybody. I'm not finna shout out Perry Jones. I'm not trying to hate him.
McGarry was really...
I can give him that.
Mitch McGarry was a dope
everybody else in the league that's ever came.
He's a dope fiend. He'll put in the league, bro.
He was a pothead. He wasn't a dope fiend.
He was a dope fiend, bro. Nigga, he's a dope fiend.
Nigga, I used to run some. I ain't gonna lie, Perry Jones, nigga. I used to run some sets with Perry, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, Slim. I used to make Perry a dog on 2K, Slim. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He was cold, bro. He had all the animations, everything. But the problem is that,
Well, we were selling the company, but Perry.
Why I believed in him too, though.
Where did Perry go to school at?
Baylor.
See, I like to say, from what I remember, Perry got a lot of love from his high school play, and niggas believed in him. But hey, I remember when Michael Porter Jr. was Kevin Durant. I remember when Baldwin was Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? Don't get me started on that Thon Maker tape. Don't let me get started on that Thon Maker tape.
Yo, remember when
Patrick? Don't let me get started on that Thon Maker tape.
Y'all remember when Thon Maker dropped Bam?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh man, that was nasty. I was cheering.
But it's important to remember everybody 6'10" and above with a slight handle. Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
It's too. Yeah. It ain't too many niggas you can tell me like I ain't gonna lie. I had high hopes in Thon Maker. And I had high hopes of Austin Rivers. I thought Austin Rivers was going to be at least at worst, Devin Booker. You know what I just said to you? I thought at worst, he was going to be what Devin Booker is now.
Nah, my nigga, bro, my biggest, and this obviously injuries hindered his career, but Jabari Smith, I said Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Parker?
But Jabari would have been that. See, Jabari different because Jabari just got hurt.
Oh my God, that hurt my soul.
Jabari just got hurt, though. Like, see, guys like Austin Rivers and Thon, they never panned out. Jabari just got hurt. If Jabari actually would have been healthy, him and Giannis would have been a problem for the league.
No, they would have sucked. They would have traded Jabari and Giannis.
If Jabari was healthy and good, you think they'd have traded him?
Yeah, they didn't fit well together.
They did. That's not true.
But Jabari was healthy.
The
one thing about Jabari, bro, we never know like just how good he would have ended up being offensively. Because he got more athletic after he tore his ACL the first time. I know. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
That nigga was Grant Hill for Duke. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, baseline brilliant.
Hill, man. I promise, like, God is going to let us have, you know, when we're reincarnated, he's going to let us see some type of simulation where that pans out for Jabari and Kel, where they just stay healthy. And then we see.
Yeah, he did. God is doing it for us now. He gave us Ralph Sampson in the 70s and 80s. And then Ralph went down and he gave us Whippy. He said, he said, just hold on. I got you. It's going to take 40 years, but I got you.
That is so sick.
Nah, Ralph Sampson.
God,
he
God
was
owes us.
cheesing.
God owes us Derrick Rose. God owes us Penny Hardaway. God owes us Jabari Parker and Grant Hill. God owes us a couple. The basketball guys owe us a couple
Grant Hill
guys,
was
man.
low
They owe
key
us another
LeBron.
Brandon Roy too.
Grant Hill was low key, like on the lowest of keys, LeBron James, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was like low key LeBron, man.
Then who you think Penny Hardaway was?
Penny was secret Shea. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm about to say low key.
Man.
Low key, Penny might say they might just. Hey, Shea is the reincarnation of Penny. Shit.
I think he's Shea and Iverson. I think he's what's it called? I think Shea is AI and what's it called?
What are we doing?
He's literally AI Hardaway, bro. Seriously.
You know how great Derrick Rose was.
Penny
We about to get
Iverson.
out of here, but I'm gonna tell you how great Derrick Rose was. Derrick Rose was so great. Derrick Rose was so great that even him and Russ was in the same draft, and Derrick got hurt. We was like, man, we never got Derrick Rose. Whole time Russ been cooking shit for 20 years, and we just don't care. Like, but you weren't Derrick Rose though. We've never seen an athletic guard. We've never seen a guard 6'3", 6'4", this athletic. Meanwhile, Russell Westbrook over here like, hey guys, like,
He
was
actually more athletic, but shout out.
We don't give a fuck.
Russ was hop stepping.
Shout out to the
back scratch.
Yeah, it was like shout out to the back scratcher. That's the only reason why I like it was the back scratcher done.
Russ went over there like, hey guys, I've been Derrick Rose like, and we like, man, we go around, man.
I want to go higher.
That's the greatest 2K move ever. Like,
raise the roof.
Don't go to nigga hit you with.
Look, shout out Derrick Rose, but he can't fuck with Westbrook.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Again. But it's just in the basketball world, most of us love Derrick Rose so much that even though Westbrook has become one of the greatest point guards of all time, minus a championship, we have been like, with that noise, man.
Bro, I watched D-Rose hop step. I can see how he got hurt. Because, dude, that shit, bro, like, that the way that he lands on all his jump stuff like that, it's so much pressure, man. But he was crazy. But do you got anything else to say?
Man, that's it, man. It's been a great episode. Real quick, who do we got winning in the Detroit and Magic? I know y'all don't give a fuck, but who do we got winning the Detroit and Magic series?
Detroit.
Detroit.
It'll probably be off some K heroics, even though he'll
I don't want to see no more K ball. I mean, I don't want to see no more Pablo ball. So Detroit basketball. I hope they win. I hope they win it all.
They're gonna win. They're gonna make it. They're gonna go to the conference finals and play the Knicks. So
they're gonna go conference finals, play the Sixers and get washed.
Does Durant finally hoop? Or does
Durant's gonna hoop after this series, bro. Because Wendell Carter. Somebody explained it to me. Russ. They were like, when have you ever been in a room with like somebody that your girl has fucked basically? And I was thinking about the scenario. I was like, damn, like he must really be going through some shit. So I understand why he hooping like this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know it probably won't happen, but I will say this much: if the basketball gods can give me an MB Wemby showdown in the finals,
no, I'm good.
Yeah, nigga, move around.
Is Wemby beating Rudy Gobert? We have to think about that first.
All right, we ass out the mud, man. Hey, look, man, we got Gobert, man. Hey, shout out to my guys, man. Hey, my biggest brother Dom, my swaggy white boy Zen, Mr. Got a lot to say, Gobi, and of course the level-headed always keep us on the right path and the right track. My guy Wes and little old me hosting, man. Shout out to my man F. Dot. He had some shit going on, so he couldn't stay, but we'll be here hopefully earlier than next Saturday. But shout out to the rest of the cast that be here. Shout out to my man Mike. Shout out to Shamaria. Just got one of her degrees. Just got some new qualifications, certifications. Hey man, she out here working hard at school. We love you. Shout out to all our peoples, man. Look, we will see y'all next week. Sometime hopefully sooner, but hey, this has been the Rec League, and we out this month.